It's the full court trio. They stay applying pressure. Triangle offense, running, gunning. Who's better? K-Sap on the post. He the man front and center. Swing it out the Keisha. She the queen, that's the sister. Got the bro Clyde glide through. Now you history. The ball at the top of the key. He on the scene. Getting three the hard way. Moderators getting rid of. Any violators put a hater on hiatus. Pull up front row. Trolls getting finger rolled. Block your shot at the rim, Matumbo. No, 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 not in my house. It's the big three. We talk the game the best. I need an S. Livest podcast, get your views up. I average a triple double, sending you players back to the huddle. Keep your rebuttal, stutter, step and cross you over. No look past behind the back, you on the post. Money, talk that talk, just be ready to pour confetti. Kiss the rings to the chest, that's legendary. The numbers don't lie, most valuable podcast. Fast breakdown through the lane, steam dash. Money, it's the full court trio. We're applying pressure. Yo, the bro Clyde, the sister Keisha, the queen. Deval, K-Sap, y'all know what time it is. Introducing full court trio. We up 3-0. This is 3-peat, 3 in a row. It's the full court trio. We up 3-0. It's the 3-peat, 3 in a row. Let's go.
Hi everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? This your girl Keisha with the full court trio. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for being patient. Thank y'all for coming and talk to us on a nice Friday evening when hoops is on, because I know I'm watching the game, all us watching the game and talking. I want to say hey to the chat. Y'all know what to do when y'all come in the chat. Hit the like button, Please share this YouTube channel. Please get our subscriptions up. Hit the like button. Let me get right into it. Let me say hi to Patricia Burton. Thank you for the early super sticker. Thank you so much, Patricia Burton. Hi ADP, how you doing today? Hi big girl. Let me say some Lotus Flower. Hey, y'all up in the building today. I see y'all. Cassie, I see y'all up in the building. Thank y'all for rolling up here. What's up, Tulip Plays? What's up, Larry Catron? What's up, Fast? Hey, Fast, I ain't seen you in a minute. Here we go. What's up, Reddit? What's up, Jonathan Gonzalez? How you doing, my brother? What's up? Thank y'all for coming through. I got my panel here today. I got my girl Elle here today. How you doing, sis? Lord, can they hear me? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat.
Yep.
You can hear me, huh? Elle probably watching the game. What's up?
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you. Hey, Elle.
I'm like, hold on. I'm just talking.
You must have been on mute.
No, I wasn't. They said unmute, but oh well. I'm here. What's up, y'all?
What's up, bro Claude? How you doing?
Oh, let me introduce myself.
Oh,
my name is Gingerbread Man, and first I want to do this, you know, for
oh.
Hey, shout out to Sister Patricia Burton for the super sticker.
Also, thank you, Patricia. Also, here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Larry
Catron.
Thank you, brother Larry.
Sticker.
Hey,
all right,
I appreciate you. Come on with it. This is my girl right here.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Hey, shout out to my baby boo, Riddick Milky Way. Hey, Sister Lakeisha L and bro Claude. Yeah, what's going on, sister? Appreciate y'all coming in and also having that giving spirit, because this is the only way we able to continue to produce good material, good music, and everything that y'all have done, everything that you do, and everything that you will do. We all appreciate it.
Hey, I want to do some housekeeping first. Let me say how the AC shot time. Hey, what's up, T Camilla? What's going on in the chat? I want to do some housekeeping. KSAP trying to have a life. Y'all had family come in town, thinking he got time to spend some time with them coming in town instead of
Mm-mm.
spending his Friday night with us. But I guess we let him off for this one
Just
time.
this one
Just
time,
this
maybe,
once to see his feet.
maybe,
Maybe. You know. You know how it is.
maybe.
All right. Hey Deval, how you doing? Deval said he wanna talk to y'all. So I'm gonna give it to Deval. Go ahead, Deval.
Hello, YouTube family. I want to say this. I haven't been on the show for a few days now, and reason being because I was in a dark place, and because after Sunday's show, not only I was ashamed of myself, but I felt guilty that the people who rooted for my success initially is now ashamed and hurt by the things that I have said recently. So to that, I am truly apologetic to everybody in the chat, especially the women in the chat, because how I was acting was unprofessional. How I was acting was immature, even though I was doing everything in jokes and was trying to be YouTube famous. I heard a good amount of people who were my biggest fans
Can't hear
and
you,
supporters.
Duval. Okay, there you go.
I heard a few amount of people who were my biggest fans and supporters along the way, and for that I felt bad about that. And so I first want to shout out to KSAP, my brother, my boss, my friend, man. The easy thing for him to do was to throw me to the side and sacrifice me based on what the complaints that he got from the chat, which was in your right, and you had every right to do that. But not only he didn't do that, he stood by me, he showed loyalty to me, and he uplifted me at a time where I was at a dark moment when we had our conversation. And I really thank him and appreciate him for that. And I apologize to him because of it. I want to apologize to Miss Lakeisha, my sister. You are a staple of a woman on the panel, and the last I ever wanted, like I told you privately, that those women thought that you condoned my immature behavior recently, and that wasn't fair to you for you to get any kind of grief on my behalf. So I apologize to you, Lakeisha.
Okay.
Sister L, I apologize to you because you is Brandy, and my behavior recently is bad for the brand. And you tried to warn me that I was running off the tracks, and I just was too blind to see. So, Sister L, my apologies to you. I should have been more aware of your warnings. Bro Claude, for the first time tonight, you was on time. So I hate that was the case, but it is what it is. But my brother, you
My man.
you're a man filled with wise and wisdom and experience. So when I talked to you in our private message, you understood where I was coming from, and you always had belief in me. So I thank you, and I apologize to you because my behavior had bled into your chat, and you shouldn't have had to answer for anything that I had done on my behalf. So I apologize to you. So, in conclusion, to the chat, especially to the women in the chat, the last thing I want to be labeled as is misogynistic or any other thing that's a representative of any negativity towards women. I love women. I came from a household full of women. Like I said again, I was just making jokes that I was being inconsiderate, and that's not a representation I want to be labeled for me. So I ask all of you, especially the women in the chat, especially the people who once supported me, I ask y'all to forgive me. And if you can forgive me tonight, I will be grateful and thankful for your forgiveness. But if you can't forgive me tonight, that's okay. I will earn your forgiveness, or I hope I will earn your forgiveness through my actions, through my professionalism, through my through my through my dedication to this programming, not only for my commitment being here, but the way I conduct myself while I'm here. And so, if I could earn your forgiveness over time, that would mean a lot to me too. Because believe it or not, y'all are my YouTube family. And I'm not, there's no me without y'all. There's no me without the support of this panel, the support of this chat, and support of all of you that support this channel. So I thank you for listening to my TED Talk, and I love you all, and God bless.
Oh, Deval, you trying to make us cry? What you trying to do,
Ain't
Deval?
nobody finna cry for no damn Deval. What the hell? Ain't nobody, man. Ain't nobody crying for Deval ass. And then he was late too, and he gonna blame you, Keisha. I know how he move. I know how he moving. And anyway, Sister L, I I got the leash on this guy. Okay, I got the leash. Now I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna snap the ball. If you run down the street, I'm gonna take you to the damn pound, and I'm gonna leave your ass there. Okay?
Nah, you don't gotta.
Hey,
Nah, you don't gotta
damn.
worry about that, man. My HR file's too thick. I ain't dealing with that no
I'm
more.
just saying. I'm just saying when they don't euthanize much dogs anymore. They just what I mean cut snip and clip. You know what I'm saying, and then give them away. I'm just saying
Bro,
I
Claude,
don't want
stop.
that to
Bro,
happen.
Claude, you
Okay.
going too
Listen,
far.
okay, we gonna say this and then we gonna get into the show for what the people came
Yes, sir.
for. Okay.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
all
bro.
seriousness, all jokes aside, Duvall, thank you for your apology. I know
Yes.
that um when I come in here and I'm on the panel and I talk or if I'm in the chat, it's kind of no gray area. Folks either love me or they don't,
Yeah.
right? I've been called the professor, the lawyer. I've been told for a woman who's supposed to have so much motion, I be too concerned with what people are saying in the chat and what's going on the panel. I'm not trying to be nobody's mama. I'm the second oldest of four girls. I got the middle child syndrome. Deal with it, okay? I'm a little bossy, but understand that it comes from a place of love.
Yes.
Y'all, for those of y'all that have been rocking with this community for a while, then you know part of my story from a professional perspective. And so when I share it, it's not because I'm bragging. It is
Hmm.
because I know that God has called me to do the work that I do, and it's not just for my benefit. It
Yes.
is for the people that He's called me to serve,
Hmm.
lead, and be in community with.
Hmm.
So when I take a serious stance on things, it is not because I know everything or I want to present myself as knowing everything. It is because I am in other conversations in the media and entertainment space. I'm in other conversations in the corporate space, whether it's with dealing with brands. I have done a lot. I've been blessed to do a lot in my short career. I've been on Cameron Hall and featured in Essence magazine and on CBS, and I've been in small local media. And this is the thing that I know. They love authenticity, so I never want anybody to change who they are, but be mindful and intentional about how you show up in spaces. We have enough folks who pander, right, in the media spaces because they want to be accepted and they want to collect a check. That's not what I'm suggesting or recommending, but I am saying when you are coming on somebody else's platform, respect the time, the blood, sweat, and tears that they have had to pour into building the platform because it doesn't happen overnight, even if you're a part of helping to build the platform. You gotta, and I get it, not everybody has the background of being media savvy, right? And that's not
Hmm.
a dig, but like as you're being authentic and being yourself and allowing us to enjoy your personality, just keep in mind that it's bigger than the fun, it's bigger
Yeah.
than us, it's bigger than our opinions. And at the end of the day, this is a business and we can
Yes.
do business and have fun. Both things
Yes.
can be true at the same time. So that's all I'm saying. So when somebody is, if it's me or Keisha or KSAP or anybody else, T Carmela, Tulip, ADP, whoever it is, if we're in the chat and we're seeing things and saying things, it's not because somebody's trying to boss you or tell you what you should and shouldn't do. It's just like, hey, this is a reminder. This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all, I've told Keisha, I'm not gonna say the woman's name, but there is broadcast analyst that we hear every week in these games. And
Hmm.
she follows me and I follow her, and we don't just follow each other, we communicate. So she's very aware of this community. And if she's aware of this community, guess what? So are other people. They may not ever come in here and comment in the chats, but they're listening and they're watching. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying be fake and not be who you are, but just keep in mind that it's bigger than us. And we got stuff to do. And we don't have to wait on big media to get it done. That's my TED Talk. Love y'all. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm just gonna say the last thing, and then I'm gonna be done with it. You absolutely right, L. At the end of the day, I was just trying to like what you say. I got lost in the sauce. Trying to be YouTube famous. You know what I'm saying? Be that shot jock. Not realizing that some things I was saying are hurting people along the way. And like I said, sometimes you have to step back and really evaluate yourself and see that, you know what I'm saying, you are hurting people, the same people that truly loved you, that truly rooted for your success. And once it came to that point, I was like, nah, I can't represent that. And I would never represent that because I love y'all too much. I love the chat too much. I love K-Sound too much. I love Keisha too much. I love L too much. I love State of Serving Bro Cloud too much. I love the chat too much. I wouldn't name individuals, but I don't want to leave nobody out. But I love all of y'all collectively too much for me to like, you know, say disregard y'all feelings and disregard how y'all feel. And so at the end of the day, it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have to grow from this and be a better man today than I was yesterday. And that's the only thing I can say.
Yeah. Okay. It's enough of that soft stuff, Deval. And then for the regulation, for you to understand, you will never be a player like me. I'm just
Oh
saying.
Lord, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Let me take the reins back because
I'm big
he
bro,
going.
you little bitty bro. Okay? Just we
Oh.
gonna keep it that way. Big bro, little bitty baby bro. L is little sister and Keisha is little bitty sister.
You
Okay?
know
We
what?
all got it straight. So let's go and let's have this show because I know that every single person want to hear me talk.
Oh Lord, here, y'all chat. Thank y'all for being here, listening to that diatribe that came out of Broke Claude mouth. We gonna get to the first story of the day that was trending on Twitter. They had a podcast, and some comments about Angel McCourtney. She is a five-time All-Star, and she does this podcast with two other ladies, and they was talking about Hailey Van Lith. And she posed a question in that podcast. She said, if Hailey Van Lith had 10,000 followers, will she be in the league? She was basically talking about, she felt that Hailey Van Lith is not as talented as some of the other ladies that could be in the league, and based on her popularity, because I think she got maybe over 1 million um, followers on social media, that helped her get drafted. That helped her get into the WNBA. I'm gonna play a little bit of this recording, and then we're gonna talk about it. So hold on one second. Let me cue this
The
up,
WNBA
and then
now, they're basing a lot of stuff off the politicalness of popularity. You know, who's going to help us continue to make money in the WNBA with their popularity? Maybe the ESPYs, right? It's like the voting comes from the popularity more so. Like Clarissa Shields was mad at Angel Reese. She's like, I thought it goes off accolades. Yes, Clarissa, you have more accolades for sure. But this popularity contest, so that all plays a part in it. You know what I'm saying? Like Hailey Van Lith, she's a decent player, right? Is there players out there that may be better than Hailey Van Lith? I believe so. They're not popular.
We had this conversation when we were talking about Caitlin Chen at the Valkyries early on, before the season even started, before she got cut. That was, about that popularity of the players. And Trista said the same thing about Hailey Van Lith. Like Hailey Van Lith
is my height.
If Hailey Van Lith had 10,000 followers, would she be in the league? Let me ask you that.
I don't think so. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Honestly,
We
just talking about her true talent. Take away the followers, just from her talent right now. Would she be in the league if she only had 10,000 followers? If there was another girl out here who was just as talented as Hailey Van Lith,
Yeah, I think if Deja Kelly if Deja Kelly was dating an NBA player, and we had heard about Deja Kelly because she was lighting it up at Louisville, and then she changed schools, and she was like this big star, and she had 250,000 followers. Deja Kelly is good enough to be in the league. I think Deja Kelly is better than Hailey Van Lith, but nobody knew about her. She went to Oregon as a transfer, as a senior, and like she did a little something in the tournament, but when these GMs are drafting, they're not thinking about Deja Kelly, but they're just like, oh, Hailey Van Lith played with Angel. This is like a narrative. We can put them back together. They can be teammates, run the LSU thing back that didn't work the first time around.
Because this didn't happen during our time. Because when I played, it was Twitter just came out. It was this new thing called Twitter. It's like, okay, write something on there every now and then. Let the fans keep up with you. I was like, what's Twitter? I'm like, write something. So now what players have to do, since we're in a different time, you have to go to marketing classes. When you're in school, go to marketing classes. How do I get my engagement up, my following up, so that even though I know I'm just as good as this player, but she got more following, or I'm even better, I got to get my following up. So this political thing they do, it ain't going to affect me. So kids, we dropping y'all a gem. Work on your engagement, work on marketing, work on how to boost. So when it's your turn, you ain't got to deal with, I'm better than her, but she's in because everybody knows her because of her following.
It feels like it starts in high school now too with NIL. Like, you get recruited based on follower counts now in a lot of ways, it seems like.
It's clout. It's kind of like 10 years ago, Shaq didn't do a podcast with none of us. Where were you guys? We don't act like we never reached out to y'all for help marketing us.
I got rookie year.
So, hey, guys, y'all listen to a little bit of that. So I'm about to ask the panel. I'm going to ask the panel. I'm going to start with you, Elle. Do you think Hailey Van Lith is in the WNBA because she was popular? Or you think it's a combination of things? Just tell me what you think about the comments of these ladies on this podcast.
They're talking about the Hailey Van Lith, who is an Olympian. The Hailey Van Lith who played in the FIBA championship, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that's the Hailey Van Lith we talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, they sound salty. They sound real salty, and I can get into my reasonings. I can hold it until you go around the panel. You let me know how you want to do it. But nah, they sound real crazy. For me, I can't even take, regardless of what their background and experience is up to this point, I can't even take them serious because of their comments. We talking about a comparison between Hailey Van Lith and Deja Kelly. Deja Kelly was on the Aces. Let's remember that. She went undrafted, and then she got picked up by the Aces. And this is not a knock to Deja Kelly because I like her game. But then she went out there and performed, came in clutch, helped the Aces win the game, and she still got released. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Deja Kelly also transferred. She transferred from North Carolina to Oregon. What are we talking about? Hailey Van Lith is in the league because of popularity. If that's the case, and we're not even talking about a top 3 draft. She was picked, what, 10th or 11th?
11th, I believe.
Okay,
yeah,
11th
11th.
pick, right? And we talking about she's the 11th pick. Not even in the top 5 or the top 10, but she's the 11th pick because she dates somebody in the NFL, or is it NBA? Whichever it is.
NBA, yeah.
NBA, and because she got a popular social media following.
Mm-hmm.
If we're using that as the reasoning and the basis, then shouldn't Angel Reese have gone higher than 7 last year?
Yeah, because she was very popular. She was number 2 in popularity by the time that draft came around.
And
Not
number
only
1
in
in
popularity,
NIL.
but the most social following.
Number 1 in NIL.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bro Claw. And number 1 in NIL. So by that reasoning, Angel should have been higher than 7.
Right. Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. Go on and ask the
About
fellas.
Hey, Deval, let you get in here. What you think?
Hailey Van Lith benefit from that classic case where they say to African Americans like myself, It's not what you know, it's who you know. And who for Hailey Van Lith know? Angel Reese. Who Angel Reese is? Management. What management did? Told Jeff P. draft her. What Jeff P. did? Draft at 11. That what happened. It's not that hard. It's not about social media following. It's not about none of that. She knew management. Management told Jeff to draft her. Jeff drafted her. End of story. It had nothing to do with social media following. If Deja Kelly knew Angel Reese and they were good friends like that and they kept up with each other over a year, Angel Reese would have got her drafted and she'll be on this roster right now. It's that simple. Now, the bigger question would have been if Hailey Van Lith didn't know Angel, would she would have won in the first round? That answer would have been no. And the reason being because Hailey Van Lith don't have the instincts to be a point guard, but don't have the height to be a shooting guard. So the worst you can be as any prospect in any league, football, basketball, whatever, is a tweener. Because now you're a man without a country. And because of that, that would have hurt Hailey Van Lith in more ways than one, even though she was Olympian, even though she played well at Louisville and at TCU. But when you are a man without a position, it's hard to project how you're going to perform at the next level. That I think that part will hurt Angel. Angel, they ain't really know could she play the 4 at the WNBA level? Could she play the 5 at the WNBA level? Is she quick enough to play the 3? So that will hurt Angel last year. And so it's like when you have a question mark as far as like what you really are at the next level, it can hurt you from a draft standpoint. Luckily, Hailey, new management told Jeff P to draft her. And that's what it is. And that's like a lot of us African Americans who get these corporate jobs. It's not a lot of times our resume, because there are times when we have the same resume as our Caucasian counterpart and we don't get the job. We've seen that. But a lot of times we already have somebody that's in the know that's already had the job that have a recommendation for us to get that particular position. And so that's all it is. They just, like I said, they just want something to talk about, so they brought up Hailey Van Lith, but they are knowledgeable of their information based on that video.
Okay. Then look, let me tell you something. I will say this. That we can say this about a lot of ladies who we thought should have been drafted, wasn't drafted, and some ladies that were drafted and not drafted. I tend to lean toward L. I'm gonna let Bro Clark go in just a minute. I'm just gonna say this only because it's not like
No,
it's
you
not
go,
like
Keisha.
it's
Go
not
ahead.
like it's not like she didn't have the resume. And y'all know good and well I was in agony for my LSU Tigers. It took me a while to come around to HBL because of what happened in the Sweet 16. So y'all know I'm coming from a place of peace right now. She does have a resume, coupled with the fact, which it could be a perfect storm. I get where Deval is coming from because she does have a pretty prominent superstar vouching for her basketball character. So that also helps too. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like Hailey Van Lith didn't have accomplishments on her own. She absolutely did. And then she went to another school after what happened at LSU and backed it up. So in my heart of hearts, if things were different and she didn't have the social media following and she went to TCU and still lit it up, I still think she in the WNBA. Bro Clark, I'll let Bro Clark go. What you think, bro? What the heck is that? What did he say?
Y'all see this right here? This my honey.
He
See
about
my
to put
honey?
it on his chest.
Okay, let me
Here we go.
introduce myself. I told everyone who follows me, everyone since December, and those of you that's been following me, and then even before my channel, y'all heard me say in the beginning of the season So was Sister Keisha was a witness. So was Sister L was a witness. I said that Hailey Van Lith is special. I said it. Sister Keisha was like, no, bro, Claude, you seeing it wrong. What she done did, that pickle that she laid over there, it was a sour dill pickle over there that she did in LSU, bro, Claude. You crazy. I say, yeah, I am crazy. But guess what? I know that Hailey is going to get back and show some people who she really is, because I follow Hailey from Louisville. Is that right, Sister Keisha?
Yes. Yeah.
So I know this player. I watched her in the USA. You know what I mean? Olympics, in the games, the 3-on-3 before the Olympics. I know Hailey Van Lith. She is a slasher. She's not a big time ball handler like Kennedy Carter. No, she don't have those type of handles. But she's hard to calculate in motion. She's hard to actually guard when she gets loose. She's a special type of player. She also is tough. Hailey is mentally ready this year to be in the WNBA. And mentally last year, she came with a weakness of tears from what happened to the egg that she laid in LSU and TCU. The coach said, forget about all of that. That don't exist anymore. That was last year. That's history. But what you can do, Hailey, what you can do is rewrite history. I saw exactly what Angel saw. But Angel even saw it in depth because she was in practices with this girl. She was in all day, all night with this young lady. She knows that this young lady got heart. She knows that this young lady is tough. She knows that this young lady can be a capable guard in the WNBA and also a good professional. I didn't just think that Hailey was going to do good. I also said that she was going to be able to go to the WNBA. I had doubters in that chat. But well, Hailey Van Lith is not only in the WNBA, she gets to play with Angel. You guys got to understand something, like my sister L said. She is well equipped and ready to play in this thing. And what they said on that, and I got love for Angel Country. I got love for her. She was a person who was the scoring champion 2 years in a row. She got accolades. Okay, all right. I got love for that. I love that. But you need to go and reflect something about yourself of what you didn't do. Yes, she was 1000% right in marketing. That is what Angel learned very quickly. When she was being knocked around, she took it in herself. Not only being Angel Reese, but being the most popular player in the WNBA right now, today, as we mark. And Hailey Van Lith, yes, she does bring tickets to the Chicago Sky, and she does bring eyes to the Chicago Sky. And when she brings eyes and tickets to the Chicago Sky, she brings eyes and tickets to the WNBA. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's very disrespectful for someone who was a WNBA player and who have been a 5-time All-Star to sit up there and be a female and know how hard it is to get into the WNBA and also have these eyes on her. Did she have special privileges? Y'all look at her. Of course, it's a such thing as white privilege, but not in this case. Not in
Okay.
this case. So I'm gonna say what I need to say, and then I'm gonna let everybody else go. I think that Hailey Van Lith is a good fit for the Chicago Sky. She's learning. She will learn, and you guys gonna also be saying, "Oh, bro, Claude was all the way right about this girl." I land.
Go ahead, L.
Yeah, I was gonna. The bottom line is this: if we're talking about whether or not Haley Van Lith deserves to be in the W, we don't even have, aside from everything that the panel has already said, we
Hmm.
don't even have a good enough sample size, right,
Right.
of her game as a professional athlete in this league to determine whether or not she should be in the league. That's the first thing.
Hmm.
Second point is that she is in, not only is she learning to playing the physicality of this game, which I think because she's played in the Olympics, she already has that maybe over some other rookies who haven't played in the Olympics, right? Or haven't been exposed to European ball at all. So she's got that working for her. But also, let's talk about systems. Y'all know I talk about this all the time. We're watching Erica Wheeler play right now for Seattle, and they're playing against the Aces. This season, Erica Wheeler has been balling out.
You don't even know this person.
Who?
Right.
I'm talking
No,
about everybody
Erica
else.
Wood. Yeah,
Erica
people,
Wheeler.
people like, who is that? That's what
And,
he's saying.
and so, but when she was with the Fever last year, she looked like a role player,
Hmm.
if it, at best, right? She
Hmm.
looked like a role player. The Fever system didn't fit her. She fits very well in oh, what's her name?
Storm.
I was about to call
Storm.
her Noelle in the Storm
Yeah.
system, right?
Yes. Right.
We've been talking about, we came into the season complaining because we didn't like how we were seeing Marsh use Angel and taking her out of her comfort zone, not because we didn't feel like he shouldn't take her out of her comfort zone, but the timing in which he was doing it. I don't care what anybody says. You could take the most skilled player, but some systems just do not work for them. Or
Right.
it's really hard to see their talent shine and their skill set shine, in certain systems. And sometimes it takes a minute for them to get acclimated to that. And then we really start to see their true nature. And then I'll land with this. Lastly, how dare you talk about whether or not Haley Van Lith, the only reason why she would be in the league, and we got folks like Lexi Brown playing. She don't even need to be in the league. We got Rachel
Mm,
Bam and Mo Jeff who can't even step on a court without going back on the injury list. They don't need to be in the league.
mm.
Mm.
We got other folks. I'm pretty sure that y'all can drop about 5 names in the chat right
Y-
now.
yes.
And it's not dogging them out, being mean, but sometimes your skill set, it takes a really elite special player to have longevity in this league and for their
Preach.
talent to really shine. And just because you're in the WNBA doesn't mean that that applies to you.
And let me tell you this, L. Yes, I know the new era is upon us, and the new era is upon us. Well, we got social media, we got all this stuff going on. But popularity can only get you so far. You have to be able to play. Even if you market yourself to the to over the moon, when you get on that court and you look like hot garbage, that's where the marketing ends. And again, Haley Van Lith is in a system with Tyler Marsh. To be honest with you, Tyler Marsh is not running a program where rookies can thrive, if that makes sense. So we haven't even been able to find out whether Haley Van Lith is so-called a bust or not. But until we even get to that, I just think attacking her 11 games in, even from a five-time All-Star, is a little disingenuous. It sends the wrong message. I get what I get that her opinion of Hailey Van Lith's game, she might not think her game is good to her. I get her opinion. She's entitled to her opinion. I just don't get her stating that she shouldn't be in the league with all of the comments we've talked. Elle just gave you of how so many women that's out here on teams that shouldn't be in the league.
Come on now, if we being real, Caitlyn Chen not only got drafted, she got released and then picked back up.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about HBL?
Yeah. And if it was just a popularity contest coming into last year's draft, then Angel Reese should have been number one. She the one that was the most talked about on social media. I mean, if we just doing it by a social media popularity contest, we got to be careful. I'm going to say this and I'm going to land. We have to be careful to not penalize these women for having a brand, because they absolutely should market themselves. They absolutely should market themselves in college, because they're going to enter a profession where they don't make the same as their men counterparts. So it's almost like you're mad at them because they marketing themselves. You're still taking shots. I don't know what y'all want these women to do. You want them to make $70,000 a year and not market themselves and be out the league and broke, or you want them to market themselves and still have a life outside of basketball once basketball is done. So I don't get what they want these women to do. It's like a damn if you do, damn if you don't. So that's my take on that.
Yeah, I will say that, you know, we have to let the year play on. We can't be so judgmental. Angel asked for grace, y'all. She asked for grace for her whole team, but she also asked grace for grace. I don't know if y'all seen her video today that she got interviewed. She asked for grace for Michaela. She said, I don't get it that Michaela was rookie of the year, and she's like the glue of this team. She plays hard. She also works hard in practice. She also has skill sets that you guys haven't even seen yet. I think that we need to give these players grace on Chicago Sky, period. It's a bunch of loose players that came together. Hey, it worked for the Valkyries. It was great. Look, it was great scouting all around the board. It was great scouting all around the board. So everybody, I mean, that's lightning in the bottle, right, Sister L? I mean, the right people, the right place, the right time. I mean, who would think an expansion team is rocking like this? No one. No one. And L, from experienced baller, she'll tell you that it's really hard to put together pieces and they to perform like the Valkyries. Go ahead. Go ahead, L.
No, I was just responding to you. I mean,
Okay.
at the end of the day, yeah, some of it might be who you know can help, right?
Yes.
But at the end
It
of the
can.
day, who you know gets you to the table. Who
Yes.
you know doesn't always keep you at the table.
It
Right.
definitely don't. Yeah. People, look. Let me tell you something. Everybody got that family member that say, "Look, call me. I get you a job." And when you get to the job and you don't do said job, they will let you go no matter who got you in the door. You know what I'm saying? So I has been playing better. Yeah. Say about Angel. Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with that. I think HBL is getting caught up. I think HBL is getting caught up in all of the rigmarole.
She
I,
catching strays. She
she
catching
catch
strays.
she's catching straight bullets because she is associated with Angel Reese. I get it. I just don't understand why penalize someone for being marketable. It's not their fault they marketable. You know what I
Well, see,
mean?
you know what it comes from, and I forget who it was. I don't know if it was oh God, Renee, or the one that from Atlanta. It was somebody in an interview, and they were saying, "Man, we didn't have this when we came into the league." Talking about, the NIL deals and the brand marketability, and that's part of the problem with some of the old school thinking
Mhm.
and the hate that we hear, the little snide remarks, and then the sneak disses and all of that, is because they feel like they had to work. This is their belief that they
Mm.
had to work 10 times harder, and that these incoming rookies and sophomores, they got it easier, and
Mm.
they got more. Angel bought a house at before her 23rd birthday.
Mhm.
Some of them still live in apartments.
I got you.
I'm old enough to remember when the WNBA started. I was living in Mesa, Arizona at the time. And my ex, his cousin, was a hairstylist. And she got hired to do the Phoenix Mercury's hair. So I would go with her to their house. And guess what their house was? An apartment that was smaller than mine. They were
Mhm.
not making money. So a lot of them, like you see six-figure contracts for some now, but back then they were only making 25, $35,000. And so some of them are jealous, some of them are resentful, maybe not even jealous, but some of them are resentful of the fact that they feel like they had to get it out the mud and work really hard, and no one taught them about the importance of personal branding. Nobody taught them about the importance of ownership, owning your voice, owning your image and likeness, owning your platform, building a platform. But as with anything, as time goes on, as life keeps going, we're introduced to new technologies, new opportunities, new things. You can go and be a content creator on Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat, and BET or a producer from BET will discover you and then put you on. That's how
Mhm.
B Simone got discovered, like her, love her, or hate her. She was
Right.
doing little
Yep.
stupid videos in her car about
Yep.
wanting a man.
Yeah,
Now
I
you see
remember.
her on shows, and she got her comedy show and all of that. Like, there is so much opportunity for them. And even if they're no longer in the league, if you take a page out of these young ladies' books, like, I could never be an Angel Reese hater. Let's just say I knew nothing about sports, media, entertainment, branding, business, none of that. But I'm maybe in the sports realm, or have access to her, or even just as a fan. I would never hate on her because there's something that she is teaching by the way that she moves, that I'd be like, man, that was dope. I didn't even think about nothing like that. Let me see how I can apply that to what I'm doing.
Mhm.
There's opportunity out here for everybody, and you can create it, but you too busy hating. And guess what? Hating pays, but it pays the person that you're hating. It'll never pay you.
Right. Right. And the trip part about all of this is, by by no means am I saying Hailey Van Lith is a finished product and she don't have a lot of things to work on. We're not even discussing that part. We're just discussing that her skills got her to the WNBA. And yes, she got a lot of things to work on. Yes, she got to figure out Tyler Marshall's system. Yes, she got to figure out the W. Yes, she got to figure out the physicality and how they playing her in the ball pressure. She's got a lot to figure out. But to just make a blanket statement like, if she didn't have 10,000 followers, she wouldn't be in the WNBA. I just think it's disingenuous. It's almost, even when I heard some people, when the whole Caitlyn versus Angel Reese thing was going on back last year. One thing I always said, now look now, um, the girl CC can play now. She's supposed to be here. So now you can attack every other thing, and we can talk about white privilege. We can talk about all that. But on the court, that's the beauty of sports. You got to prove it on the court. You'll get into training camp, even if somebody, even if you do the CEO of the Chicago Sky. If you can't play, if you don't have no type of skills, it's not gonna keep you there. So I land with that. HBL, you catching straight bullets from the peeps, and you ain't even really played that much.
like they thought like they said about Isaiah James, they were already saying Isaiah James was a bust, but she had 17 points tonight. She played
They haven't
21.
even they haven't even played Isaiah
They was
James,
talking
bro.
about she was a bust. You heard the murmurs. They was talking about
Yeah.
Isaiah James was a bust, but she
I
got
heard it.
24 minutes tonight,
Yeah.
and she scored 17 points. These girls need an opportunity, chat, and people that's watching, they need their own opportunity themselves. And
Yeah.
my whole thing is that we never had 164 jobs in the WNBA like this before, right? So now that is growing and two more teams is coming. You guys, it's hot garbage bags on the bench right now. I'm not going to disrespect nobody. I ain't going to say their names because this their careers. I'm not that type of player. You dig what I'm saying? Even with Miss, you know what I mean, Tasha, you know what I mean, that just left here, Chicago Sky, I get up off of it. I say what I need to say. But when you come in at Angel and you trying to make it bad and put teaspoon with what she went through because you feel a certain way, then I feel like that's a subject that now I have to critique and judge a player on the court and what it's saying. All I'm saying is this. We have to be able to let these people play. Let them play. We in game 11. Dang, man. Let them play. And then, I mean, if you want to say, bro, Claude, I didn't see what I like, then I'm still going to challenge you because I believe in this said player. And I also believe in Tahina Pow. And look at what she doing. I told everybody about Tahina.
But you know what, bro, Claude? Two
Yeah,
things can be true.
yeah,
Yes, Chicago Sky is going to benefit from the social
yes,
following of
yes,
ATL, but
yes,
they are also hoping to benefit from her talent.
yes.
I mean, they didn't just pick her just to walk around the Sky organization with the mascot. You know what I'm saying? And
What you
wave
think,
at people.
Deval?
So that's just me.
Like I said, I want to make it clear that I'm not saying she wouldn't be in the league without Angel Reese. I just want to make that clear. But management is the reason why she got drafted by the Sky. And what I am saying
I
is,
stand on that.
it's not just about your college production that gets you drafted. It's also about your measurables. And that's what these scouts that really celebrate over. And because her measurables make her a tweener at the end of the day, it's hard to see her being a first round pick. She might have been a second round pick because of that. Because she's a man without a country. It's no different than somebody like Bronny James. Bronny James with the 55th pick because, of course, LeBron is his dad, but because he's not tall enough to be a two guard, but he's not stiff enough to be a point guard. If Bronny James was 6'2", if he was 6'6", Bronny James would have won in the first round. He would have won exactly in the first round. But because he was 6'2" and he don't have the instincts of a point guard, he had to drop into the second round. And so it's just one of those things that she had some stuff that are going against her, but at the end of the day, she get determine her WNBA career. And for that woman to say that, hey, she wouldn't be in the league without social media, a lot of women got social media these days. A lot of women are doing TikTok these days. A lot of women are doing these, you know what I'm saying, the what you call it, challenges that they be having on TikTok. I mean, what she said about Rakia Jackson? Rakia Jackson popular on TikTok, but she wouldn't disrespect her that way, right? Right?
That's right.
So I'm just saying, so at the end of the day, it's just like she discounted and disrespected that woman's, you know what I'm saying, hard work that she put into her career. Yes, her social media following matters, but it don't matter enough for a scout to put their job on the line for her. She had to have some other intangible for her to be drafted. And sometimes it's about who you know. And from there, she has to do what she can to keep herself in the league. And so she had this year to really showcase her talent and be the best version of herself. Because if not, they will replace her next year. Because this business is not for long. I promise you that.
Well, all I got to say is that at the end of the day got to end.
We say that every time.
You so stupid, bro, Claude.
But seriously, hey, Hog Boss, you are right. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is that Tahina Pow, 25 points tonight, steal of the draft. Nobody. I mean, this girl didn't even go to first round.
She didn't go past. She went past
Oh,
the West
my
Bell
goodness.
pick.
And L called it on where they was going to be standing. Like I said, chat.
Say it one
I
more
wrote
time.
it.
Say it one more time. That's my new loop. What?
L said where they was going to be standing,
Mhm.
and they are standing there right now in game 12, and I'm rolling with Rush.
Because she was the 22nd pick. Like I said, we could have got her with the 16th pick. Hell, we could have got her with the 21st pick.
Nobody wanted her on Chicago. Nobody. But then L is right also on fit. On fit. Now, me personally, I don't think Tyler Marsh would have played her.
Probably not.
Not really.
I don't
T.
think
Spoon would have played her.
Yeah. I don't think that Tyler Marsh wisdom was wise enough to see what I saw in Tahina Pow. So, you know, and then Bree Hall over there with the Valkyries. Let's see what she do. But go ahead.
I was gonna say she got cut from the Fever. So.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what she gonna do. Bree Hall is a bust. Isaiah James is a bust. I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
You can't make that determination until they get a chance to play.
Right, Keisha.
It
and that's
is.
all I'm saying.
I mean,
it's like we right now, there are right now, just like what happened with Angel L and Deval, Sister Keisha, all of those people who did not pick Angel Reese got fired. All those people that had an opportunity to pick Angel Reese, they don't have a job this year.
Bro, Claude, I'm glad you brought that up because I know it doesn't matter what we say. People are still gonna run with whatever narrative they choose to believe, but let the record show, as my brother just said, every GM that didn't pick Angel Reese lost their job. There was a poll of every GM being asked who was the steal of the draft, and who they say, bro, Claude?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese
okay.
Jr.
So for all you haters that keep talking about she's not athletic, she looks uncoordinated, she looked like a deer out there on the court, she don't have no skills, she don't have no talent. GMs, general managers, do not lose their jobs behind somebody who don't have no skill.
The son and the
do
father.
not talk about the entire 2024 draft class and say that an unskilled, uncoordinated player is the steal of the draft. They just don't.
Can I add to that, please?
Go ahead.
Please. I would go as far as saying this. There's one team in particular screwed their dynasty up because they didn't pick her. Minnesota picked her last year. They win that championship. And they probably win the next 3 or 4.
Ooh.
Can you imagine Angel Reese with feet?
Ooh.
She would have came off the bench last year.
Deval, you cooking.
She would have started this year because they would have flipped that pick with Atlanta Smith, who is a Hall of Famer and an All-Star, Premier All-Star. They could have flipped that pick and got a Alicia Gray or somebody like that, and they would have had a dynasty for the next 3 to 4 years. So if they would have drafted Angel Reese alone last year, they would have won the championship. Just her coming off the bench. If
I
she would
agree.
have started this year, they could have flipped Atlanta Smith and got another piece and probably would have had a dynasty. So Cheryl Reeves and her ego cost her another 3 to 4 rings, and she probably would have been on a Gino Oriana level if she would have seen the forest from the trees instead of nitpicking on Angel Reese game because she wasn't a shooter because she liked shooters out of big man. She needs to say, hey, this is a talent. Let me get this talent and I'll figure the rest out. She didn't do that. And what's so sad about Cheryl Reese in particular, they say she has the best developmental system when it comes to developing players in the WNBA.
Yeah, she
So
would
she
have
could,
That's
developed
why she
Angel.
looked like she looked. She's not the most exciting player to watch, but she is a fundamentally sound player, and she is thriving under Cheryl's system.
Heidemann.
we can name
Everybody,
Calderon, we can name
a
McBride,
lot of a lot of people go over there and come out better, bro. Because
Courtney
they got a
Williams.
good system over there. I mean, Courtney Williams looked different. I
And so
mean,
it,
she.
And
I
she
mean,
played, they gave her away from the sky. They just
right.
gave Courtney Williams away.
so imagine that. Imagine Angel and Fee on defense. That's man, that's New York undercover. That's what I'm saying, CSI LA or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's criminal. And so it's like, but again, so forget all the other GMs that got terminated because they ain't draft injuries. One team missed their dynasty because they ain't draft injuries.
They could have took over from the Aces. Yep. They would. They would have had a hard time. Yeah.
They
Hey
would have won
man.
last year. They would have been favorite this year, next year, and year after that.
Why you think New York is always flirting with Angel?
Because they trying to get in their
Always.
dynasty.
Yeah.
Always.
Why you, because they not stupid. They roll out the red carpet, bro, Claude. I'm sorry to tell you. Every time she roll up in that city,
Oh yeah.
they roll out the red carpet for Angel.
Now
Oh
I'm
New
yeah.
gonna tell you
York.
something funny. A New York fan did this today. A New York Liberty fan. She said, "I'm gonna vote for nothing but New York Liberty players," and she had all New York Liberty players, and she had Angel on there.
On her ballot.
All of them, man. What you mean? And we think I had no choice but to laugh because I know what they're trying to say. 2028. That's what they count down to. They count down to 2028. So when that fan said, because Liv been for, because she said it, she was like, I'm gonna vote for nothing but feet on Liberty players, and she put all Liberty players on there, and she put Angel
And
Reese on there.
Angel. I got her. I get her.
No,
I,
Hey,
I,
Liberty really, they really, really, really want Angel. And here's the sad part is that it's a good thing, but then it's a catch 22.
mhm.
Angel is very loyal, and she is riding with the Chicago Sky organization.
But now,
For
As
now.
bad, well, yeah, okay, so y'all say for now, like I don't know if you
she's
saw her
riding.
her media her
Long as
interview
they get,
today,
long as they get
right?
it right, that's the only reason why I say that. If
now,
they don't get it
I
right, she not
Well,
gonna
I
say.
think here it's twofold. She's loyal, but I also remember when Angel came to Chicago before she came to Chicago. Like once she got drafted, and she talked about the conversations that she was having with Teaspoon and the organization before they drafted her. Angel really wants to build her legacy. She
yes,
doesn't want to go somewhere where it's handed to her or that she kind of adopts by byproduct of
Preach.
being a part of the organization.
Preach,
now,
sister.
She wants to build from the ground up. So that's why I say to the responses of for now,
mm,
I think that the Chicago Sky is very blessed to have Angel because of her loyalty and her commitment and focus to build from the ground up. So she would be willing to stay much longer than Candace Parker or
Yes.
Kai Copper or somebody else.
Yes.
Now,
Oh,
my
I,
hope is that if they don't do right by her, if ownership doesn't change or the front office doesn't change and they continue to do what we're seeing, my hope is that she will have a change of heart, but I
uh,
find it really difficult to see her doing that right now because of those two variables that I just shared.
oh no,
okay.
I don't think she's gonna do it right now. But what I am saying is, if they don't get it right, She's not going. She's not the type of person to sit here 5 and 6 years while they're not getting it right. She's just
Okay,
not.
check it
Sister
out.
L,
Check it out.
let me jump in here, please. I got to disagree with Sister L. I know you Brandon, so you can't argue with Brandon, but I got to disagree with you. And I'm saying this in this regard. This woman's not going to keep taking hits for this organization. This woman not going to keep taking hits for this organization incompetence. Like I said, she left her dream school to go to LSU. She will leave Chicago if it needs to be. So at the end of the day, now what Chicago got to lead at over other organizations is Chicago let her have organizational say and personnel say. And she's not going to get that in New York. Because New York is a well-run organization. She got that in Chicago. But at the end of the day, 2026 is going to be the key. 2026 is going to determine everything. If she don't get no free agents in here to help her win, the clock is ticking. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I agree with you.
I heard enough. Did y'all know what she just did and opened up yesterday?
A basketball court.
Oh, wait. Who did that in Chicago?
She did.
No. Who else?
Cash out.
No. Who else opened up a basketball facility and playgrounds for children in the 80s?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
But that's a part of her foundation. She did that in Baton Rouge.
It's a similarity. I ain't talking about what the hell she just did, Sister Keisha, with your messy ass. Michael Jordan did this in Chicago, the boys club. I grew up, I had the opportunity to go to the boys club down the street from my house that Jeffrey Jordan opened up because Chicago was bad. It had no facilities for the young kids back in the day because of gang activity and the crack cocaine being sold right here in Chicago in the early 80s. We had nowhere to go. You think the gang activity was big now? No, it's polarized. But no, it was in the 80s where Chicago still was burnt down from Dr. Martin Luther King getting murdered, assassinated. Chicago had no courts, rims. He had to get with, listen, that's why the bond with him and Isaiah Thomas in the beginning, him, Isaiah Thomas, and Dominique Wilkins started refixing with Herschel Hawkins, who's a native here, with Terry Cummings, and with Mark Aguirre, who's from here, building basketball courts for us as kids to go to. Angel Reese has now opened up a basketball court on the lake. Sound familiar? Michael Jordan's first basketball court was on the lake. That's right. Y'all don't know nothing about that. By Michigan. Listen, I'm telling y'all, she's following the pattern. Didn't she say she want to meet the man? She want to get to know him. She want to hear how when he came here, what he did, the blueprint. Angel is a loyal person. Just because you not going or you don't particularly care for said whatever place that she's at, she wants to build. She said over and over again, and then they asked her on an interview today, what about Ka? She said, no, we not gonna talk about that right now. They was like, but are you trying to get Ka Kappa to come back to Chicago? She said, we not gonna talk about that today. I said, you got what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is this.
You got this notion that we don't like Chicago? This has nothing to do with the city of Chicago.
No. Listen, first of all, I take it personal because I know what Angel is worth. She didn't get it. She came into a rec center. She came here and was disrespected wholehearted. They could have did the same thing they did with the players this year. They learned a lesson, and this year they was down there in the Sears Tower. Okay, so the ones that came in today, Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso had to suffer what they didn't do for them and roll out the red carpet for them last year. But she came here and made things better. She came here to make things better, Keisha. And she said that, and she's a woman of her word. And I believe that Angel Reese is not looking to go anywhere. She's looking to win a championship on a team that she built with her own hands and people that's brought in alongside of Camilla. I land.
No,
Are
I
you
mean,
hearing what me and Deval are saying though?
I
We're
don't think
not
you're hearing
saying
us.
any. I don't think he's hearing us because we're not saying anything about the city of Chicago. We're not saying anything about her not being loyal. We're not saying anything about any of that. All we saying is if the Chicago Sky organization don't get their stuff together and this incompetence continues year after year after year, a star like Angel Reese is not gonna stay. That's
That
all we saying.
Let me take a little
go ahead.
pivot real quick.
It took
C
Mike
man,
7.
C man, stop it, stop it. This is what we can't do. Baltimore is frowning on Angel, her hometown state, though, bro. Clark. Baltimore is not frowning on Angel. I didn't see you in the chat talking about what she need to do for Baltimore. Actually, Angel Reese built a court in Baltimore first.
Yes.
Yes.
Her
It's
Angel
like
C. Reese Foundation regularly hosts community events in partnership with healthcare
Yes.
organizations and other corporations in
yeah.
Baltimore. So stop that nonsense. Don't start that narrative.
Oh,
And
I'm
is
gonna
all
that
of
call
Yes.
you
that.
is
out
that
every
what he's
single
saying?
time.
No,
Yeah.
he don't know what he's talking about. Angel Reese have built two courts for
Who
us
who
here
was
in
saying
Baton.
that?
Two she's built two courts
Somebody
here in
named
Baton
C
Rouge
Man in the
Oh,
chat.
okay.
for the underprivileged kids
Nah,
up in
No,
Baton
no.
Rouge. I mean, that's what her
Took care of home.
foundation does.
Yeah,
and all
no,
of
she
that,
took care of
she
her home.
she on a soccer team in Baltimore, and so
Yeah, she owned the soccer team too.
she do a lot for Baltimore. But my thing is, it's not about her not liking Chicago. Cause like I say, if everything, even she wants to stay in Chicago, because like I said, she get personnel say, she get organization say, she's in charge in Chicago. She's not gonna be in charge in New York. There's no
Yeah.
No.
disrespect.
I don't agree with that, Duval. I
She
don't agree that she's in charge in Chicago. I
I don't agree
think
with that
that
either. Not completely.
um yeah, I don't think that. I think that she has some influence.
yes.
Yep.
I don't know that it's with Jeff more so than I know that she has D Wade's ear, right? And we know he's not a principal owner.
But
No,
she
he's
Um,
not.
but I
she have
think that she does have a
Go have a
measure of
conversation, Adam.
influence, but I don't think that she in the way that you're talking, and that's not taking anything away from her. And the reason why I say that is if she had that level of influence, I think we would be seeing something different right now.
We definitely would. Let me get to the super chats because it's no way if she had influence she would allow some of this stuff that's going on. Here we go. Reddit Milky Way, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. She said Patricia Body asked, "Did you see Cheryl interview? Which interview, Reddit Milky Way? The interview about Angel? Is that what you're
She
talking
had
about?
one today. I think it was from today, and
Or the
she was
one
talking
today?
about she was talking about how the W needs to promote more than one player and one team. She talked about, the heat that she took about
Christine
not
Brennan.
having Caitlyn on the Olympic team. She talked about Angel. It was a pretty good interview, actually.
Oh,
Let me see if I
good.
can find it and I'll send you the link.
It's
Okay.
Christine Brennan. She had an interview about Christine Brennan book.
Okay, hold up. Thank you for the $5 super chat. DeJure Calloway. New York got 3 first-round picks.
Bro, Clark.
Yeah, you can barely hear him over whatever the fan is going on. Hold on, here we go. New York got 3 first-round picks and a young guard locked and ready to go for Angel in a trade need be. We want her bad. I know y'all do the show Callaway. I know y'all do. I know y'all creeping around like the Pink Panther. I get it.
Well,
I
let
get
me
it.
ask y'all something because I want to
Hold
ask.
on, hold on.
Okay,
One,
go
we
ahead. Go
got
ahead.
one more super chat. One more super chat. Yeah, he still got that humming going on in his background, y'all. Thank you, Bernadine Dorsey, for the $5 super chat. Angel also gives high school scholarships to her alma mater, St. Francis Academy. Go ahead, Deval.
I want to say this, and then I want to ask y'all a question. She have a relationship with D Wade. She have a great relationship with D Wade, but she has a great relationship with the owner too, with Michael Walton, or with Michael Alton. So she have a relationship with the two right people that she need to have a relationship with. And so I want to ask y'all. Y'all said that some of the things that going on this year, what happened this year, she had more personnel. Say what is going on that you feel like that she should have more authority of how the team should be constructed? Because everything,
Get Mo Jeff out of there. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
that
Rachel Bannum.
if you're a businesswoman and you're looking at, this has nothing to do with how I feel about you as a person. But if
right.
I'm looking at, if I got say so, if I got that level of influence and I got somebody's ear, the decision maker's ear, I'm looking at the roster. Do we have a roster constructed that will help us contend for a playoff run?
No,
And
we
the
do
answer
not.
currently is
no.
no.
I
So
disagree with that.
uh,
We do have a good roster. I think the roster is being used incorrectly.
Duval, we don't have a good roster.
We don't
The
have a good
roster
one.
We
is being
don't.
used
I,
incorrectly.
two things can be true at the same time. The roster that we currently have is not being used properly, and the roster that we currently have is not good.
Now it's not a championship roster. I'm not saying that, but it is a 6, 7, 8 seed roster. It's just not being used correctly. Yeah, I'm telling you, like that's why we had 4 games where we had a halftime lead by 12 points or more, and we lost those leads. That's halftime adjustments. That's coaching. That's coaching, putting people in the wrong places in the wrong positions for them not to have success.
No, you proving my point.
Yes,
So Rachel Bannum, right?
yes,
She's a catch and shoot three
yes.
point shooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can agree that Tyler Marsh doesn't always use her properly,
Yes,
right? Okay,
Right.
but we can also agree that she sucks on defense.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't matter if when Tyler got her in the game, we know that defensively she's not going to produce. In fact, when she's on the floor
They target
and
her.
Angel is not, 9 times out of 10, if we have a close game or we're in the lead, it gets wiped out within minutes.
Yes,
She
100%.
doesn't need to be on the team. She's not a good fit for the system. She's not a good fit for the team. Mo Jeff, we can't even really ascertain where she's at in her career at this point because she ain't playing enough.
Yes,
Yeah.
Maddie
Then we get
Westbelt, whether you
not
like her
playing.
or not, she's not playing.
yes,
Not playing.
So if I got your ear, if I got that level of motion, I want to win. We all know that Angel wants to win. She is a
100.
champion. So I'm not going to sacrifice the team. We heard her say personal accolades, individual accolades are cool, but that's not why I'm here.
No.
The personal accolades are a byproduct of the way the Angel plays. But what she cares more about is championships. She
Mm-hmm.
cares more about her team, which is why she had some level of influence in getting Hailey Van Lith there. Yes,
Yes.
Hailey Van Lith has her own talent to stand on,
Mm-hmm.
but we know that she told Jeff, if you want a dog, go get Hailey.
Yep.
And do you actually believe? And I could be wrong. Like, do you actually believe that Angel thought that if we get Hailey Van Lith and Maddie Westbell, um, we're not gonna really play them?
I don't. I think how I can put this. I think Tyler went into the situation with one vision, and then Jeff P and his hands-on approach changed his vision. If that makes sense. I
Yeah,
think
it
you
sounds
see
like
him.
they gave her the okie doke. You know, people do that, Deval. They make you feel like you in charge, and you're not really in charge, Deval. That's all we saying.
Yeah.
They take you in, they give you a presentation, they make you think you're part of the decision maker, and you there, and they pandering to you. And then when they get out there, because you can see it, soon as the whistle blow, they don't pay attention to nothing you said in that said presentation. They out there doing what they want to do. But in the presentation, they made you feel like you was gonna have all the input in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
all I'm saying.
I think when it comes to Angel, we will know a lot more 2026. When that CBA get done and when that free agency is open. That's when we will know if Angel's staying or leaving. That's when we will know how big Angel influence really is.
I agree.
And
I agree with you, but we got to
I,
get to the look. Go ahead and finish up, and then we're gonna get to
no,
the
no,
next
no, no, I don't got nothing to say.
topic.
I'm
Look,
good.
we're gonna get to the next topic because old Angel over there running around. Like I say, in my opinion, and I'ma stand on this. Angel can't do nothing with Jeff P. She
It's a
better
power
go
struggle.
on. She better go on up there and talk to her friend Michael Alton.
Yeah, it's a power struggle.
So hold on, let's get to the next thing. Well, the early All-Star voting came out, y'all. And look, hey, today was double or nothing, double voting day. So please get on your phones, get on your laptops, get on your computers, and vote for Angel today because your vote counts twice. But let me the early voting stuff came out. And here are the top 15.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. They got, of course, Caitlin was number one, Fee 2, Aaliyah Boston 3. That's another Indiana Fever. Asia was 4, Stewie was 5, Paige was
Mm-hmm.
6, Kelsey Mitchell was 7, another Fever. Sabrina was 8, Lexi Hull was 9, Lexi Hull was 9, another Fever player. 10 was Kiki. Kelsey
Mm-hmm.
Plum was 11.
Mm-hmm.
Satu was 12. Angel was 13. Alicia Gray was 14. And JJ was 15, rounding out the top 15. Y'all, I wanna hear from the panel. What was your first initial thoughts when you seen the votes for the All-Star? Elle, I'll let you go first. This is early though. This is early counting.
Um, Paige is at the top of the list. I mean, she in the running. You said for rookie of the year or all star. I'm sorry.
All-Star.
I'm sorry.
All-Star vote.
I'm trying to watch the post game stuff.
Me too.
Oh Lord, I apologize. Okay. Yeah, this all star voting, we know what it is, y'all. We
Mm,
just, you know, um, here's the thing. It's very reminiscent of the presidential election
mm,
where um you have some people saying that are quote unquote Angel Reese fans who
Mm-hmm.
are saying they're not voting for her because of her mental health, like concerns about her mental health. Because the
mm.
game is going to be in Indiana and they don't want her to go there and then have to be worried about her safety and whatnot. And it's just
Okay.
like, with the presidential election, it's like, well, I'm not going to vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman and she's black or she's, what, some dumb reason, right?
Mhm,
Donald
mhm.
Trump is bad, but you don't, or I'm not going to vote for either.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't realize that no vote is a vote for someone else,
Yep.
Yes.
or it has an impact on the voting results. Let me put it that way.
Right.
And Angel herself has been promoting the All-Star game. She's been sharing the content that the Chicago Sky organization has created for her and Camilla and Ariel Atkins to go to the All-Star game. She
Mm-hmm.
wants to go. So we got to vote her in there. The fact that she's sitting at 13 is mind boggling to me. And I know, Tyler Marr said it himself earlier. Um, the current standings, that like the performance of teams, we know that that has an impact, or should have an impact on voting. But despite that, her and Camilla are performing very well overall, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Like the
mhm.
fact that the Sky has a losing record the way that they do, but Angel got her first triple double. She's the first forward to get a triple. She's the first forward to do this. She's the first player to get to 500 forward to get to 500 points and 500 rebounds. Like those things, yes, they're the personal accolades, but this is all-star voting where you're voting for the individual and not the organization. So those things should matter.
Mm-hmm.
Those things should matter. But you got somebody like, now I was a team Lexi all day in Rose basketball, but I'm looking
But
at her little cockeyed right now,
that's
right?
crazy right
But
there.
you got
L.
Lexi Hall above Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
got Aaliyah
Satu
Boston above
ab-
Angel Reese.
above Satu, Alicia Gray. I mean, Kelsey
You got
Plum.
some of these folks above like a Jackie Young or an Alicia Gray. That
Mm.
tells me that's the part about the fan voting that can be problematic. We know what it is. Caitlin Clark fans or non-Angel Reese fans don't like Angel.
Mm-hmm.
So to put her in her place, to get her out of the mix of the all-star conversation, they will do whatever that they can, including having 5 and 6 different emails and different platforms that they voting from.
Right.
They will do that to send a message to her.
Mm.
Somebody even like tried to. You mean to tell me Angel Reese got 5 million followers and all these fans, but she's only got how many votes was it, Keisha? I think like 130 something,
73. 173.
133,000
173,000.
votes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all, the All Star game, excuse me, is not until the middle of July. But I need y'all to know that the fan voting ends soon,
Yep.
like next week.
Mm-hmm.
So every vote every day counts. And then the coaches and the media vote. I'm not
Right.
depending on the media because
Mm.
they've
No.
shown us already how they feel about Angel.
Mm-hmm.
So the fans have to do as much as possible. And I'm crazy enough to believe that most coaches in the league actually like Angel
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
will vote for her. And it's one person. Like you get, what is it? 10 votes, I think. A total of 10 votes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like 6 front court and 4 back court or the other way
Yeah.
Yeah.
around?
Yeah. 6 front court and 4 back court. Yep.
So
Mm.
make it do what it do.
Hey,
Like I said on my
let
threads, y'all know what to do.
before I let Deval go, let me take a moment of silence. Y'all, hey, y'all in this chat. I got 160 in the chat and I only got 70 likes. Come on, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Please. Don't have me out here begging like James Brown. Please hit the like button, man. Please hit the like button. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. Deval, what you think when you seen these numbers, man? When you seen these numbers for Angel Reese?
Angel fans took it for the okie doke.
Mm.
And the reason why I say that because Angel fans before today voted on integrity and had ethical, you know what I'm saying, analysis behind their votes. So they voted for all 6 front court, the Angel fans I'm talking about, and
Mhm.
4 back court. So they voted for everybody. But today they realized that all these other fans didn't do the same thing and didn't have the same integrity that they had. So now they voting for just Angel and then close their vote, what they should have did the first time, because that's what I did all the way up to this point. I used to vote for Angel, that's it. But they wanted to vote for Angel and 5 other people, knowing that they'll vote other people in front of her. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that other fan bases were doing the same thing. We
Mhm.
got lied to. We got bamboozled. We got Ponzi scheme. That's all. And
But Deval, they give you all the spots to pick. I mean, you just like, okay, let me pick all the spots. You
but
know,
but
because
the
you like other players besides just Angel.
but the game ain't fair. You know the
I
game ain't
got
fair.
you.
The game rigged. The
I
dope
got
game is
you.
rigged. That what it come down to.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
got
I'm saying? The game is rigged. So you know what I'm saying? So you think you voting fairly when all the other fan bases is voting unfairly. And so we as Chicago Sky fans and Angel fans, we see what time it is. We see how they playing the game. So now we got to play dirty too. We gotta be like the Republicans and don't mind playing dirty politics and not be like Democrats and want to do everything on integrity and morality.
you.
No,
Yeah, I'm
that's
with
not how
you.
that's not how the game goes. Not when you got Fever fans, not when you got MAGA fans hell bent on Andrew not being there. They are hell bent on Andrew not being voted in. And so
Mhm.
we know we have a big old mountain to climb when it comes to this voting system. But what Andrew got in her favor is she is the first forward and the second person this year to have a triple double. She did took Kiki and pulled her in timeout and told her sit in the corner. And so everybody seen that, and they's like, "Oh, okay, Angel showing back up now," and that's fine, and that's what Angel needed because last year the two games that she really needed that got her in the All-Star game was the 15-point comeback in the fourth quarter when she put the team on her back to beat the Indiana Fever by one, and then when she had the 27-10 versus Seattle and they won that game too. So sometimes you need signature games and signature moments for you to really get the respect and accolades that you deserve. And this is what also Angel has in her favor. Y'all know she's the only one to have a double-double this season. She's the only person that averaged a double-double this season. Nobody else is not averaging a double-double. Not Asia Wilson, not Nafisa Collier, not Kiki, not, you know what I'm saying, Brianna Jones.
13-12.5.
Yes. She is the only person that's averaging a double-double, and she's top 10 in steals. So the defense is there. And so, like I said, at the end of the day, it's like she's in a position where she can make a case for being an all-star this year, even though I'd say 2-3 weeks ago, her case wasn't as good. So we gotta let the chip fall where it may.
Well, I weigh in because we all know we gonna keep it a buck. And y'all know how I feel about the WNBA and the NBA. Y'all know that I keep it 100. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Beckers is a shoe-in. They want those three to pull eyes, popularity, money, branding, and funding to the WNBA All-Star game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Those three are in, but let's not take it for granted. Let's not take it for granted. But Angel, Caitlin Clark, and Paige Beckers are definitely going to play in the All-Star game, what we will see on that weekend of the 19th. Now, I know that. Trust me. I know that, Sister Riddick. You know why? Because who is the two most money makers in the WNBA? Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. That's for a fact. And who are their branding for Rookie of the Year is Paige Beckers. Okay? I know that for a fact. Just like we knew that Caitlin Clark was going to get Rookie of the Year last year. We knew that because they gave it to her just like they was rallying for her to be MVP this year. But fortunately for us, in our hearts, she was out for a few games. So now they saying she 4 or 5 in the race now for MVP. But she's still mentioned in the MVP race. I'm just telling y'all, you can accept it or not. This is based on politics. This is based on money. Then it's based on who the player is. Okay, that is it. Vote Angel, make it exclusively Angel. But I've seen the game for many years, years. And who they want, they're gonna have them there. It ain't going off of just the vote from us. Of course, we help. But those people have already put their votes in who gonna play in the All-Star game. Y'all better stop it. You don't know how this thing go. I'm just telling y'all, I know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's going to happen. Just like we knew that Michael Jordan wasn't going to miss no All-Star games because he was the cash cow that came in the NBA. Caitlin Clark is going to be there. Even that she had a bad ass game yesterday, it doesn't matter. Even though she missed games, she's going to be there. Because why? It's the politics of it all. It's the politics of it all. I know y'all hate it. I know it's ugly. Like Deval said, this ain't no righteous game. This ain't for the righteous people. Righteous people gonna vote for what their hearts is and what they think really and truly is. But we got an unrighteous system in the whole WNBA. The whole thing. Where it is, they found a way for the Fever to play for the Commissioner's Cup so they can try to at least give Caitlin a shot of winning something. Because the fans are hungry for her to win something. Her fans are hungry for Caitlin to win something. So yeah, she's playing for the commissioners up there for the Commissioner's Cup. And you know, you could like it, you could call me crazy, but I know I've been doing this a long time, watching this for a long time. This is what's going to happen, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Real quick, Lakeisha, check your Instagram and upload something for me, please.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and vote. That's all I got to say. Y'all gonna you don't leave that stuff. You do your part and you let the chips fall where they may. You don't worry about what other people doing. You don't leave stuff to other people. You get out there and vote for our girl. Do it every day until you knock them in the head. It's just like us on this YouTube channel. Hit the like button.
Now what
hit
helps?
the like button and hit it again.
What I will address though, yo, what's up, K-Sap? What I will address is that Sister Riddick Milky Way, one thing about Kathy Engelberg, she's a shark. And she's a diabolical shark. She don't care what it takes. Racism, whatever is going on, she don't care. What you think about these investigations? She don't care. She wants to bring that profit margin and be the person to say, hey, I made this league better. She's a shark and she knows how to make money. And this is what it's going to be. This is what it's going to be. You could disagree, but I bet you Angel be in the All-Star game.
Well, I will say this. I'm about to put it up, bro, Claude. Angel herself is imploring y'all to vote.
That's why I said it to you, because I wanted people to see.
Put it on her Instagram. She put it on her Twitter. She
They're
put it everywhere.
Sharing it on the Unapologetically Angel.
She put it on her
social platforms.
podcast.
Her mama's sharing it. The Angel C. Reese Foundation is sharing it. And bro, Claude, I want to say, we can't, and I'm not saying that you implied this, but we can't even take the position or the approach that don't worry about it because she gonna get in there. Because that was also the approach that a lot of people took with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Ain't no way people gonna elect him back in office. So they just didn't. No, you see what happened, right? Every vote matters. Vote every single day. It literally, once you vote on whatever device you voting on, the votes stay the same. So once you go back to the website or the app, if you look and say, see my votes, whatever you voted the last time, it's automatically there. So it takes you a couple seconds to vote. All you got to do is submit unless you want to change it out. I see a few people in the chat saying just vote for Angel because systematically, if you add Angel and then all the other 5 players, it takes away from her. I don't know if that's true or not, but try it out and see. If they only let you vote for Angel, vote for Angel.
That's what I just did.
And then go and vote for your guards.
Yeah, I just vote for Angel and that's it. And I close my poll. But if there's good news for Angel, I hate to say this about another player, but Jacqueline Jones got injured recently. And I don't think she's gonna be in the All-Star game. So that's one person that Angel don't have to compete with for a roster spot. So that helps. But still, I think she should be in because she's the second most
Duval,
popular.
they'll mess around and vote Bree Jones in before they try to get Angel in there.
Yeah, I get that, but like I said, it's still like that's less competition. You know what I'm saying? So it could be somebody else, but
because I wouldn't put it past them to push another type of agenda. You know what I mean? So I say go vote. Go vote.
So both sides
and
gonna
it's
have
not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt you to vote. So, but she's
20
putting this on all of her social media for a reason, y'all.
24 players got to be picked to play in the All-Star game. 24 players, 12 on both sides.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
I want to make this clear. I'm not wishing for nobody to be injured. I promise y'all that. So I just want to make that clear. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that Jacqueline Jones is hurt. So that kind of helps that, you know what I'm saying, Jacqueline Jones is having a great season. So that could open opportunity for Angel if she don't get it from the fan vote. That's all I'm saying. So I don't want nobody to misinterpret that point. I'm not wishing injury on anyone.
And hey, don't look. And if you want to look, vote for who you want to vote for. Just make sure you vote for my girl. That's all I can tell you. Because I know people got other favorite players, and I don't knock who you have as your favorite player. I'm just telling you to vote for my girl. Vote twice and 3 times on Sunday. That's what I'm telling you.
Thanks, Coach. Pro Fan Hoops. What's up, Coach? He knows he was a professional football player. It's all politics, y'all. It's all.
We're not saying it's not.
It's all political. No, I wasn't saying.
We're not saying it's not.
I was just talking to the ones that don't know. You know, it's all. The game is bad. It's cold, but it's cold game, but it's fair. It's a cold game, but they gonna play that. They gonna play the politics the way they supposed to, and you know the money is the first thing that they best. But they doing this. They doing this for money. The WNBA league now is doing it for. They was doing it for money then, but we know 1,000% it is for the money. It is to capitalize on what they haven't capitalized. You have to be one of the most craziest people to have a person that's going to bring in money. You know, I had a pretty girl in my store, and I'm going to leave it real quick. I had a pretty girl in my store, and one of the employees that I had been there for a while, and she didn't like her. She thought that she moved too slow. She didn't fold any clothes. She didn't run the register. She didn't, because I didn't need her to run the register. I wanted her on the floor. She brought more men into my stores because she was there. And that's just real talk. And I'm just saying, yeah, y'all could say, well, that was misogyny. No, it wasn't. It was me being smart and understanding that me as a business person, I need my store. In the way that it stayed open 27 years, I thought about it wisely. I thought in this business that I'm in right now, that I'm doing, I think about it wisely. I don't even really go to sleep. Sister Keisha will tell you that. I go to sleep. I'm in the garage with my shea butter kit. I'm in here. I had to stop whipping for the show, but I mean, K-Sap will tell you, I'm always whipping. You know why? I got the mindset of winning and having this on my mind 24/7. This is going to happen no matter what. you guys think she's part of the cash cow currency, and she's going just like she's the cash cow currency for Chicago Sky. She's also the cash cow currency for the WNBA, and it's all good. But please vote. Please vote.
I got a question. Do y'all think the Indiana fan base want Angel in Indiana? Do
No,
y'all think they would love to embarrass Angel at this All-Star game? Do y'all think they will get a lot of engagement by Angel Reese not being a part of the All-Star game and thus still making money off of her by hating on her the
I,
whole All-Star game?
I don't even want to give them that much credit.
I ain't giving them none of
Here's my take. Yes, the All-Star game is going to be in Indiana.
Hmm?
Yes, a lot of those fans are going to be at the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, y'all. Indiana is the only city that Angel goes to and doesn't get love from the other team's fan bases. Those
Hmm?
people are going to show up in Indy also.
Yeah.
So they can act a fool, but I'm crazy enough to believe that other fan bases are going to be showing up. Not to say that they're showing up for Angel, they're going to show up for their favorite team, their team's favorite players. Whoever makes it, however the teams play out, they're going to show up for their favorite players from their teams.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
my hope is that it will balance out that negativity. See, here's the thing: if you give somebody enough rope, they're gonna hang themselves. Indy thinks that they're riding on the high horse, but look at this week's headlines and conversations on social media. A lot of Caitlin Clark fans are starting to see the light. She's
Hmm?
being exposed by people. A lot of you have videos of so-called CC fans who are what's the word, they're leaving the camp. They're no longer fans. That is going to continue as these games continue to play and people see what's going on. And then if Indiana wants to be, the bad gals of the league, let's see how it play out for them. Other
No,
fan bases are watching. So yeah, they're going to show up in Indy. They think that they can make money off of Angel, but we see how that's working.
hmm.
So I'm not so worried about that. If
Oh
the young
no.
lady says that she wants to be there, let's get her there. Let's do what we can to get her there. I know that she's got a solid team around her. And just, if it really matters to us, some people are like, well, if she does go, I'm not watching, or I'm not going. If you're
You
close
know.
to Indy and you have the means to go, show up.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
subscribe to that.
hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. We got. Hey, shout out to Sister Bernadine Dorsey for the $5 super chat. To be safe, just vote for Angel. Have family and friends vote. That's exactly what I'm doing.
All I was challenging L is there's two ways to make money. Hate sells too.
Yes, it does.
You can make money off of
Yeah.
embarrassing. If you embarrass a star,
Mhm.
you can write think pieces until you're blue in the face.
So let me ask you this: how does, in that scenario, how do they really benefit monetarily off of her not making it? You think they just gonna show up and spend more money?
Who you talking about? Like the
The-
advertisers and stuff like. I really do believe. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't know. They might want, and look, this is my conspiracy theory brain, y'all. So don't take it to heart. They might not want Caitlyn to share that spotlight with Angel. They
You see, they
might
was
feel
real quiet last year.
they
They was on the same team.
they
She
might
dropped her a
feel
dime. Yeah, so they don't want to see that again.
they might feel that Caitlyn Clark can carry this on her own. She don't need Angel. That's just my conspiracy theory mind. I could be wrong.
Well, I I hear that, and like you said, nobody, everybody had their opinion. And
Mm-hmm.
what I do know is I do know business. I do know the aspect of promoting. I do know marketing. I am that tool to understand with my 36 years of doing what I've been doing. That marketing helps, promoting helps. Yes, all of that is good. Boots on the ground, all of that is good. But we had unrivaled this year would not have been as popular as it been. And we saw that Angel Reese fan base. They know that. That's why she was in Unrivaled. Yes, the other players was there. And yes, those other players was popular. But y'all see what Angel did to Unrivaled and then won? You still right now, they still trying to make Angel Reese jerseys to go out. Right now, from Unrivaled. It's still on back up. So I'm just saying it's a business. It's a business, family. Business have no feelings. See, one thing I tell my son when he was young, when he was a teenager, I said, son, guess what? You might got feelings about coming to the store, sweeping, putting things up, cleaning, folding with a crew that closed last night. You might feel some type of way. But one thing is for sure. If you don't show up, son, we won't make the money because people like you. And then this is the other thing that I'm going to tell you. The number 1, the number 2, the number 3, the number 4, 5, all the way to 10 and plus. The numbers don't have emotions. It's numbers. And what do we hear all the time? Them talking about numbers. Numbers, number 1, don't care nothing about who died yesterday and how you feel today. It's the number 1, and it always exists. It's a number, and it don't have feelings. And when you add those numbers up, it causes great results. So I'm going to say that, and I land. I ain't got no more else to say.
I would say if we was talking about any other business outside of WNBA, I would agree with you. But we all know it's better to promote the whole league instead of 2 people, and thus the WNBA is still we all know that it's better to promote multiple players instead of 1. And guess what? The WNBA is still doing just that, despite they can make more money the other way.
They promoting actually too.
My point, bro,
Okay.
Clark, is
So I'm saying
they can make more money promoting the whole league.
But what you're saying is the one of the 2 that they're promoting, the evil and the good, you saying that one of the 2 is not going to make it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they don't make sound business decisions. That's what I'm saying. They don't make sound business decisions. And for you to think that they're going to suddenly make a sound business decision in this situation, I don't know about that. I'm just going to tell you, based on their track record, they haven't made sound business decisions.
Did Angel make the All-Star game last year?
That's not what that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about your point is the money, the business decision. That's what but we have lamented on this show and other shows how the WNBA can make money. And look at the crowd in Golden State. Sold out every time they play. No marketing. Look at them sold out in Las Vegas. No marketing. If it's about the money, why wouldn't you market those teams? Why wouldn't you market those stars? That's all I'm saying. This organization does not run like a business should run. Otherwise, you will be wholeheartedly correct, bro, Claude. But we have found out from the WNBA that I don't know if they care about the money. We have lamented over and over. Do they care about the money? Why would you just be running around here with one person? I land.
I say too, they ain't doing it without Angel.
I know. I'm
Oh,
not.
so
But
they not doing it
but
just
she had to force her way, bro, Claude.
okay.
The
She did.
machine did. The machine did one person, and it's still doing one person. Even though your business sense will say, no, we need to go tap in over here. We need to go tap in over there. But they still running around
I
here with
get
this
it.
machine. You see what I'm saying?
I,
So
I
that's
I
why
I get
that's
it.
why I
I
don't have
get
too
you.
much. I don't have a whole lot of faith in them.
And
But
that
if everything was right, you will be correct. You will be
the,
absolutely correct.
the thing is though, Keisha, you are also correct, sweetheart. You are correct on the aspect of failure.
Hmm.
Because ain't no way in the world. I want my sister L to chime in after this. Ain't
Hmm.
no way, ain't no way, ain't no way in the world that Unrivaled supposed to have outdid right now. We in game 11, outdid and paid its players better and benefited greater than the 11 games that we've seen opportunities roll out in the WNBA just this year. Oh, they beat the hell out of last year, but I'm talking about this year. So player, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm
Yeah.
actually agreeing with you, player. But
Yeah.
what I'm also saying is at the bottom of all of that filth, at the bottom of all that filth, that number one, two, three, that makes sense to even the good, the bad, the ugly, and the evil. That makes sense to them in our land.
L, you go. Yeah, I do miss Unravel 280p. It was a glorious time. Go ahead, L.
I mean, I don't have much to add. If um Kathy Engelberg is smart.
Mm,
Here's two things. If we're looking from a business perspective, then it doesn't matter what Indy wants.
hmm.
Um, it's got to be Kathy Engelberg and the
Right.
sponsors, right?
Right. Right. You're
They
right.
know Angel's name brings in dollars.
Right.
So if there's this agenda to keep her out, they're shooting themselves in the foot if they follow that agenda
I
for
agree.
that reason alone. Now,
Hmm.
from a talent perspective, she deserves to be there. She has earned her place in the All-Star game. And in my opinion, at least at the very least in the top 10.
Hmm.
Now, if we're looking at forwards alone and no guards, she in the top 3.
Okay.
Top 3, top 4. AT is balling right now.
She is, man.
She is having a heck of a season right now.
Bert,
Hmm.
Bert,
Fee is balling.
Yep. She is.
Bert
Asia,
on the
while the
Valkyries.
Aces are struggling prior to her concussion injury, she was balling. So if we're
Hmm.
looking at forward, so if what they're saying is true about like they're going to be captains for each team and the captains choose who they want. We said it last year. You could love, hate, like her, feel in between, however you feel about Caitlin Clark. I'm not a fan. I don't hide it, right?
Right.
Like I think her skills are overhyped. I don't have nothing against her, but I don't like I just as a former player and a coach and a fan of the game, there's nothing for me to really like. But with that said, an Angel Reese and CC combo will
Hmm.
feed families for a long time.
I
And
agree.
Kathy Engelberg and the W did not capitalize. They drew a line in the sand last year at the All-Star game. Yes, they had Caitlin and Angel on the same team. We heard Cheryl Miller's comments about how she was glazing CC. We also heard her comments about how she was dissing Angel
Mm-hmm.
or
Yep,
dismissing Angel. I'll put it that way, right?
we
Until
did.
she got out there and Angel went and did what hasn't been done. And she got a double-double in the All-Star game, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of those points, one of those baskets was off of a CC dime. And a lot of people online erupted. They were like, that's what we've been wanting to see. You still have people saying, and I don't know what part of the fan base they fall in, but you
Mm-hmm.
still have people saying Angel Reese and Cece are gonna they need to be on a team together one day. Angel herself has talked about looking forward to being on the same team playing together. We haven't heard much from of the likes from Cece, at least I haven't, so correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But Angel ain't the one with the issue.
Let me
Right.
jump in for a second. What you talking about, L? They both say they want to play together on the Olympic team, so they talking about 2028.
Okay, well, Olympics, whatever. We still got time. But
Right.
you
Right.
got
Right.
an opportunity to play in the All-Star game. And my point is they played together last year and the W had and all the advertising, all the media, they had a perfect opportunity off of that one play to squelch all of the nonsense, the drama, the fake, you know, manufactured rivalry, all that mess. They had an opportunity to do something else with it
And they
and
didn't.
make money, and they chose not to
They
because
didn't.
they feel like this manufactured rivalry is
Beef or
what the
whatever.
game leaves, the beef, yeah, all that. They
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's better for the game. They
Mm-hmm.
want to hate Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem because you have a young Black woman who is outspoken, she's unapologetic, she's confident. And if y'all don't know nothing about corporate, which I'm sure many of you do,
Yeah. Yeah.
corporate don't favor women like that. And at the end of the day, the W is a corporation. I land my plane.
Hey, before we get to the next topic, anything else you want to say, Deval, before we move on? Because I know we all talked in length.
Nah, that's okay. Just vote for Angel. Like I
Vote
said,
for Angel.
vote for her only. And like the proof I just showed y'all tonight, she does want to be in the All Star game. It's not like
Right.
the the intimidation of Indiana will deter her from
She's
joining the.
strong.
It's not even about that. First of all, in Indiana, when it comes to the All Star game, they're gonna have massive amounts of security. Just like when the next time Angel play in Indiana, they're gonna have massive amounts of security. Because Angel, no fault of her own, that situation. We all heard the mucking noises on TV. And so Indiana put the WNBA on notice. And so because of that, they're gonna have extra security every time Angel plays there. So I wouldn't be surprised that a Dave Portnoy never shows up to Indiana Chicago Sky game anymore. And so, like I said again, I think she will be fine. I think she's not concerned about her safety in Indiana because I think they're gonna have extra measures to prevent any negativity towards Angel in Indiana under those circumstances. And what y'all have to also remember, Angel got money like Caitlyn got money. So they got their own security. They don't just walk around by themselves anymore. Not them
Right.
two. They
Right.
have personal security. If you see Angel walk around when she go to events or she goes to other people's game, you see a guy right next to her, a big black guy. She got her
Yeah.
own security.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She not like other players. She's not like the Asians and the Feasters. They can go places and they can walk around freely. Nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Just by themselves. She has security, so she will have the preventive measures where she would be safe. And her safety would be taken seriously. So like we just need to vote her in because she deserves it. She is a star. She's a superstar and she deserves to be there.
Okay,
All
hold on,
right.
Keisha, before you go. Before
Mm-hmm.
you go. We gonna take this time, y'all. We gonna take this time, this moment. I'm asking for my family, the team, this team. We got 105 likes. We got almost 200 people in the chat and watching. Could you please hit the like button? Second of all, before we go, we've been going for 2 hours. We asking for 10 super chats or a super sticker. You could give $1 or whatever you want to give, just like we always do. We're asking for 10 super chats or super stickers so we could go to the next thing that we're talking about. We're asking for you to hit the like button, which costs nobody anything. At this time, right now, we pausing. And then we asking if you would like to give to what we doing right here, because we all thank you for what you've done. Let me let y'all see my face. Thank y'all for what y'all done. Thank you for what you do for us. And thank you for what you will do for us. But we're taking this moment right now. We're taking this moment to ask if you would like to give to our channel, because this is a business, right? And I know you guys support us, and I appreciate it. Okay, you call them off, Sister Keisha. I'll ring them up.
Okay. Thank you, Cart Blanco, for the $4.99 super chat. Not this ain't church, May. Here we go, y'all.
We ain't gonna close the doors on you. We ain't gonna close the doors on you.
We ain't gonna lock.
We ain't gonna lock the doors on you. We just asking for the help because we need it. We ain't asking for that. We're gonna put it on. Here we go, Miss D.
Thank you, Miss D.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar.
8 more, y'all. Let's go.
Thank you, Miss D, for the $1.99 super sticker.
There you go.
Get it.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar.
We on the
Thank you.
countdown.
Thank you, Dixon 918, for the $2 super sticker. Thank you.
7 more, y'all. Come on with it. Come on with it, y'all.
And lock the doors of the
appreciate
church.
it. No, we ain't gonna lock no damn doors. I don't like that. No, we ain't gonna like. We just asking for the help and the support of what we building, and everybody already know. You know, we had the big T-shirt giveaway last week. We just asking for you guys, you know what I mean, to support the channel and let the boss see that y'all like the subjects that we brought to you, and let the boss also see that the subjects that we chose, you guys were interested in it and gave your opinion.
He do sound like a preacher, maybe. He do sound like
my mama wanted me to do that, but I became a rapper.
Your mama said no.
My mama said, boy, what you think you doing? And my daddy said no, but I did it anyway. I moved out.
Look, oh Lord, here we go. Let's go and finish this last topic because we already 2 hours in. Hey y'all, we gonna talk about the WNBA Rookie of the Year rankings. Hey, I'm gonna go to my first panel member and say who y'all think is leading the rookie conversation, a Rookie of the Year conversation in 2025, and who y'all think is nipping at the heels. Give me your top 3. L.
I'm gonna say my top 3 right now is Paige, Sonia Citron, and even though she's had some pretty rough games these last 4 games, I'm gonna still put Kiki Iriafen in there.
Okay, yeah, because her last 4 games have been a little suspect. Hold on, let's get the money.
1 second.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar.
Go ahead, Keisha.
Thank you, Brian Allen Hines, for the $2 super sticker. And one more again.
6 more, y'all.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar.
Thank you, AC Chi-Town Calvin, for the $5 super chat. He say Sloop, Nurse, Michaela, E. Will, all 1-year contracts done on purpose to save money for free agents. Money is there along with a new training facility. I feel you,
Five more
AC.
chat.
I feel you, AC Chi-Town Calvin.
Me too. AC Chi-Town in the house. Tell him, AC.
Duval, who you have? Y'all put it in the chat too. Who you have as your top 3 rookie of the year? And who you got leading the race right now?
Paige is having a quiet Rick of the Year front running season
I agree.
because her noise is not as loud as Caitlin Clark noise last year with her season, and they have like the same numbers at the same point right now when it comes to their season. And I think Paige is more efficient, and I think she up on us not assists but steals than on Caitlin at this same point last year. So
I'm gonna pull up her stats in a minute. Keep going, keep cooking.
but I think it's on page 1. I would pick Kiki too, but the problem is Citron been more consistent.
Yeah.
And the Washington coach, I always was taught, your words mean nothing, your actions tell you everything. The Washington coach tells you with his actions that he trusts Citron more than he trusts Kiki. Because he always pull Kiki out and never pull Citron out. Citron always play all her minutes. And so Citron is 2 to me. Kiki was a flavor of the month, but she's 3. Her last 4 games, she's been like in a slump. Like I said, her mama, Angel, took her to daycare and picked her up back at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So now she had to learn the hard way that, hey, she can't go against mama. And you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Mama had to change the diaper and everything else, but it's all good.
Hold on, let me get the money. You stupid, Duval.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, Ronnie Repass, for the $4.99 super sticker.
We got 4 more to go, family. We got 4 more.
Anything else you got, Duval? You to pick your 3?
I picked my 3, but I want to get a shout out to Pow Pow. She should be the steal of the draft. And I just wish that, just like last year with Angel, some of these teams had the foresight to see what she could have been on the next level. Or this could be an indictment on Dawn Staley and her system that don't allow stars to rise above the system, which, you know, sometimes can hurt the draft stock. But we will really find out this year when it comes to is Dawn Staley's system is stifling her star players' growth with the lady named Tanai Lassie, who scored 27 points a game at FSU. She was balling.
She was.
So we gonna see this year if her number go from 27 points a game and go to like 13, we got a problem.
You say with Houston we got a problem?
Right now, Deval, I will say I agree with if Area Finn continues to struggle and Pow Pow continues to show out, then she gonna be in the top 3 and Area Finn is not.
Yeah. Cause Area Finn is a slump. She's in a bad slump. Like I said, she's been in single digit scoring games and rebounding games the last 4 games. Single digits. In both categories. It's not like, okay, she got 12 points but 6 rebounds. No, it's single digit both categories the last 4 games. So it's just like teams have figured her out and figured that she having defensive shortcomings and they're attacking her.
Yeah.
And they are going at it. She had 5 fouls a night. She couldn't play the last 7 minutes of the game.
Oh wow. Okay.
And she had 5 fouls because she was guarding Brittany Griner, I believe. And she had her 5th foul, and like I said, couldn't play the last 7 minutes. And maybe if she could have played the last 7 minutes, it would have made a difference.
I'm with you. Okay. Roll card. Who you got? Who's your top 3?
I'll let Elle go.
She already went.
Oh, she did? Okay. Hey, Deval.
Yes.
If you do it again, it's gonna be personal. Look at Look at me. I came on camera just to show you this. Look. Remember this?
Yeah, you look like Sister Esther on Sanford and Son. I know when you're doing that.
You know what that means? If you mention my baby mama again in your soliloquy in negative fashion, it's gonna be me and you, and I'm gonna call her on Messenger if she answers to watch this old man take his belt off. Now, she don't have the championships that she have. In this foul manner of what you just said. She don't have the winning record that she have. And it's disrespectful of what you soliloquied. She don't have the championship pedigree that she built from scratch.
Oh Lord.
With her methodology. And then say she's destroying players in the same thing. That don't go together. People have systems.
Did he really say that she destroys players?
Yeah, he
Y'all
said
sparing narrative.
He said that. I heard. That's what my ears heard. Hold on, Keisha. Hold on, Keisha. It's two grown men talking right now, sister. I don't get into the sisters.
This is what I want to know. If he was talking about Kim Mulkey, would you have this same energy?
Yeah, I have the same thing. Because guess what, Kim?
She'll be your baby mama too?
No, she not the baby mama. She can't even come in. She come to the barbecue with them bright colors, her bright ass colors. She could be right in the backyard when it get dark, and I'm gonna shine a light on that suit that she gonna wear to the barbecue.
Okay.
She gonna be able to come. Listen, please don't say that a winning coach destroys players. That is impossible. That is impossible. You can't win anything and listen, not consistently have the way she's doing it. Asia Wilson is in the league.
Here we go.
And she's the MVP. Aaliyah Boston is there in the league.
Here we go.
Hey, Camila Cardoso is in the league. And then Pow Pow is a snatch. Listen, arguably, Bree Hall should have never been cut. Arguably. But I will say this, and I'm gonna be finished. I will say that Paige Beckers, to me, is the most skillful rookie. To me, that is playing this game of basketball, argumentatively. The other thing I will say is the number two, my number two, will always be Sonia Citron. A two-way player. She's tough. She's not afraid. And she's doing what I expected her to do. Because she's from that type of pedigree over there in Irish also. Even though I'm mad at Niall, even though I'm mad at her, she did bring a flower to the WNBA. I can arguably say that my number three could be Kiki, arguably. I would never take Kiki out of the running because I know Kiki is tough. She's going to be a great player for a long time in this game. And also, I would arguably say Tahina Pow Pow should be in the consideration, and Miss Sinai Rivers, which is a two-way player and finding her own way, she would be my top five. I ain't going all the way down to that, but them were my top five that I will consider, and that is really is. And then my girl from the Valkyries, that rookie that from overseas. Oh my goodness. And then old girl over there on the Mercury. They had no answer. Elle was calling that out like, I mean, they had no answer for what's her name? Poa, right?
I'm gonna go. As soon as you finish, I'm gonna get to it. You go
They
ahead.
had no answer for Poa, so now you got to reconstruct and reconsider. Yeah, Salon. Yes, from Golden State. So those are my considered in our land.
Can I get back in here real quick, Keisha, before you go?
All
Just
right.
real quick. No, I'm sorry.
It better be 22 seconds.
Superman fist.
Stop creating bad narratives that I did not say. I did not say Don Staley was a bad coach. I did not say she wasn't a champion and a great player. She's a Hall of Fame coach and an all-time great. I just said her system don't allow a dominant score. As of right now, based on what we've seen up until this point, it's no different than your favorite player is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He had Dean Smith that had the same system. No player was bigger than the system. And this man had Jordan. He had
James
Vince Carter.
Worthy.
He had James Worthy. He had what's the guy named Perkins, Sam Perkins.
Sam.
These were great players. These Hall of Famers I'm naming. And they had lower averages under Dean Smith than they did in the NBA because his system did not allow that. His system was like a Princeton type system, 5 out. So it was his system was designed to low scoring games and defense.
Yep.
Don Sadler's system might be somewhat similar. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying Don Staley is not a great coach. She's a Hall of Fame all-time great coach. I'm just saying her system might not allow that dominant score to be on that roster. It might be a scoring by committee. That's all.
I agree with you, Deval. Let me get the money. Let me get the money. Hit the button.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, Dre Stewart, for the $5 super chat. He said, y'all are leaving out morals. She is starting to get her groove. She is starting to get her groove, Dre Stewart. She, these last 2 games, she been balling. We just got to see a little bit more.
See a little bit more.
I was hollering at the TV before we came on here. I was hollering at the TV. But let me go, since I'm your beautiful host. Let me tell you about the article I pulled up. Early WNBA Rookie of the Year rankings. It seems like the panel do know what they talking about to a certain extent. At number 7, they have Monique Akor-McConney from the Phoenix Mercury. That's number 7. Number 6 in the rookie race, they have Tahina Pow, who's with the Atlanta Dream. At number 5, they have Janelle Salon from the Golden State Valkyries. At number 4, they have Sanaya Rivers with the Connecticut Sun. Number 3 is Kiki Erfin with the Mystics. Number 2 is Sonia Citron with the Mystics. And number 1 is Paige Beckers on this list. Y'all agree with this list? It seems like y'all.
That's my list. I said those 3 in exact order.
These 7 ladies are all balling. I think Paige had a couple of games where she's been out, but Paige is so efficient, guys. I'm just gonna read off her stats right quick, y'all. Just right quick. She averaging 21 points a game, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. She's a +7 from the floor, and her field goal percentage is 47%. Y'all. And she's averaging 2.1 steals a game and 1 block a game. And 82% from the free throw line. She's your rookie of the year as it is right now. Just keeping it a buck. But I love the other lady.
Paige?
Huh?
You talking about Paige?
I'm talking about Paige.
Yeah, because which she leading all rookies. even the entire league in mid-range field goals made.
Yes, 47%.
Hmm.
She has. One thing we said when she was in college, we was like, okay, is she gonna be able to translate to the physicality of the WNBA?
Hmm.
She looked comfortable out there. Yeah.
And listen, guess who else is who's guess who has her as their heavy favorite?
Oh.
The NFL odds. She's a
Mhm.
heavy favorite at 525, 84%, according to sportsbook projections.
Mhm.
So she's edging out even all the other players that we talked about, like Aaliyah Nye, Pow Pow, Sanaya Morrow.
Mhm.
Um, Paige came in starting.
Yeah,
That's an advantage that she has over the other rookies that we're talking about in this
it is
conversation.
true. Yes, that's true. She
But she's
did
a
come
more complete player. Like she's probably one of the few rookies who came into the league ready.
right, like ready on day one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the efficiencies from the mirror. I mean, we all know she got a bag. She play defense. I mean, I don't. There's not a lot to dislike. She got to get her 3-point percentage up. But hey, she live in that mid range game, like Elle said. She lives there. She's very effective.
Unfortunately, this Rookie of the Year rate this year is so anticlimactic because it seemed like there's no competition with Paige.
Right,
Unlike last year, there was a buzz because you
right,
had two superstars battling for Rookie of the Year until Jeff P traded Marina Mabry, and
right.
then Kenny Carter all of a sudden had these sickness. Kind of ruined stuff, but hey,
It is what it is.
nah, I ain't finna go down this conspiracy theory
Rabbit
route,
hole.
so
All
I'm
right,
just gonna
breaking
leave it
news,
there.
breaking news, breaking news. Y'all know I don't
What?
do Twitter, but if you own Twitter, I need you to tweet Angel. Y'all make sure y'all tweet Janine. Y'all tweet Big Mama Angel. And let them know to get to work on another trademark because the Clarkies is mad. They calling this the Reese Panther Party.
A
Hmm.
what?
Instead of the Black Panther Party, they calling us the Reese Panther Party.
Yep.
Go,
Oh, so
go on and trademark it. She
hey,
like pink anyway.
put the face up.
I'm born that. I'm born that. I'm
We
born
the
that.
we the
L, you
Reese
just
Panthers.
hey L, you just made my night. I just
Go
had
on
a
and
We
tweet,
the
y'all.
Reese
Go on and
I
Panthers.
had
tweet.
a
I ain't
I
on
had a
Twitter.
great
Go on and
sermon.
tweet.
I had a great sermon
I'm about, I'm
yesterday.
about, I'm about to go Google that. We the Reese Panthers. I didn't get no membership paperwork. Wait a minute, hold on.
Me either. Listen, I got my daddy was a real life Black Panther, and I got a Black Panther tattoo. But pink is my favorite color, pink and orange. I'm down for a pink Reese's Panther party shirt. Okay,
Oh my God, they
I'll
are
get one in every
crazy.
color.
They're crazy. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know. What we supposed? And look, I can't be marching. I can't. Mm-mm. I'm
Black
gonna be in
Panthers
the.
don't march.
I'm gonna be in the
It's
administrative offices.
it is corny, Miss D, but I want her to like. Eventually, they gonna shut up because she gonna make money off every bit of hate that they throw her way.
Lord Jesus, they are out. They are relentless. That's all
Y'all
I
better
can
go on and
say.
worry about Apple turnovers. I'm sorry, you can't trademark that.
Oh,
You know what?
wait a minute. L diabolical. L. You don't be speaking my mind, L.
Y'all off the chain, man.
You want to troll? Let's troll.
I
They
can't be a part.
Oops, there it is.
so they maybe can't
Oops, there it is. That's a good shirt for Kate.
they maybe cannot what you said copyright, say trademark, saying Apple turnover with Caitlyn, But they can
Not the apple turnover. Y'all crazy.
I guess
Better yet, go on and trademark the clue.
Ooh,
The Ku Klux Klan. Come on
the
now.
Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, that's
Let me tell
hey.
y'all something. Let me tell y'all something,
Somebody been
Clarky.
listening to me.
Let me tell y'all something, Clarky. Look, let me tell y'all something. One thing we are known for, black people, we are very creative. Don't get us starting getting our ideas out there. Y'all don't want us to go down that road. Y'all really don't want us to go down that road. Y'all don't want us to be out here making memes for y'all because we are very talented. Yeah, it'll catch on,
Very,
and then
very talented.
we'll have you clowning your own fan base. Leave us alone. How about that? Just leave us alone.
I would say that what they need to trademark when it comes to Kayla is Conan Kaylee.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Cause
No,
you know
go on and trademark the Clarkettes.
cause
She can go to New York and do a whole show on the ice skating rink.
they
Come
need
see the Clarkettes during your visit to New York City at Christmas time.
Oh Lord.
they need to
good Lord.
they need to
It's
trademark
diabolical.
All
Conan
I
Caitlin. 'Cause
this is what I want to know. Is Caitlin Clark gonna go and have some of Marina Mabry mac and cheese now since they got into a fight? That's what I need to know. 'Cause and then maybe I can trademark some things there. If she go over there and have some of that mac and cheese and everything's all right and they braid each other's hair, then maybe I can come up with something for Clayton Clark. Look, let me tell you, Clarky,
It'll be the Mac and Clark show.
Oh,
man. Next thing you know, the Fever will be trying to get Mabry on their team. I ain't putting nothing past the Fever, the Clarkies, y'all. They only be mad at you for a little while. Yeah, they not really mad.
She not gonna go and be friends with Marina. You know her and Sophie over there making mayonnaise sandwiches.
oh shit.
No, Marina got some good mac and cheese. I heard. I see Sanaya Rivers be over there. I say, Sanaya, please come from over there. Don't stay over there too long, Sanaya. Your stomach gonna be hurt.
yeah,
Keisha, you diabolical. Keisha.
I love Sanaa. See over there, she be live with Marina a lot. I say, oh Lord, she over there eating that mac and cheese.
Oh, shit.
Hey, but let me tell y'all something. Everybody, Deval, you gotta like Money Mabry. Money Mabry is a character.
yeah, she is. I seen her, but they need to
Yeah,
call.
character, but you know Sophie coming at Sophie and Caitlin can have the
You diabolical. You diabolical.
instead of legally blonde, legally angry,
Let
blonde
me
and
tell you,
dumb. That
I
child
talk
got
a,
anger issues.
I talk a lot of smack, but me and Marina probably could hang out. Marina strike me as
Just don't
girl,
eat her
was
food. Don't eat
yeah,
her
what's
food.
wrong with you? Yeah, she one of them people you go to the house and you like, girl, no, we going out to eat. We not eating here. But we cool. We cool.
So you trying to say a house smell bad?
I Clark
No, I'm
said
just trying to
macaroni
say,
Mabry.
no, I'm just saying some people don't cook like no, I don't want none. We about to go and down
She
Marina
don't have no
to
seasoning. She just used salt
yeah,
and
we
pepper.
not messing around with
Dejanay
that.
had to buy her a seasoning kit and teach her how
Yeah,
to season her food.
we not messing
Oh,
around with that. The
these,
problem is they should have told her the truth. They was on camera talking, yeah, it take Enrique Umbawabale was up in that line to the masses. Yeah, it tastes okay. Stop that, Enrique. Stop it.
I thought
You know,
that wasn't Jackie.
I
That was
thought it
Enrique.
was Enrique
I thought
was
it was
eating that mac
Jackie.
and cheese. Who that was?
I thought that
hey,
was Jackie.
hey, y'all. Hey, y'all see that? Who that
What?
is? What they say? What they
Fred
say?
Hampton Jr.
Y'all better stop playing with me. Don't play with me. Y'all better
Oh,
stop
oh,
playing
so
with
you
me. That's my best
you're
friend.
not just a member. You're a president
That's my best friend. It's on my chest.
of the Reese Panther Party.
That oh no, that's on my chest for real.
No, no,
That's
I'm
my
talking
best.
about the.
That's my best friend.
I'm just trying to tell you, Clarky. Now you know who
Now
started
y'all
it
know who
all.
I. Now I just let the cat out the bag because
Look,
L said it.
look,
So I'm gonna show you I'm deep in this right here.
government, the man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. This
I
old
don't
boy
care.
right
He
here,
already know. He
His old
already
boy
know.
right here in the right square.
So if it's any doubt in the chat of who your boy is, I told y'all I keep it real. I don't play no games with this right here. You see that right there? That is the chairman, Fred Hampton Jr., who was in the belly when the police kicked down the door.
Yep.
And put over 900 bullets that entered the house.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the bedroom.
In the bedroom, there was over 160 bullets in just the wall itself where the bed was. And that man right there survived it. So play with me if you want to.
Well, where's your membership forms? I can pass them out.
We don't do it like that. It's all in the heart. It's all in the heart.
We can pass. We can pass out the forms. I'm going to get some mac and cheese.
I told you I stand on business, Nubian Sage. I don't be up in here clouting. I ain't clouting. And he watching right now. He just don't get in the chat. He watch us all the time. I'm sorry, Fred. My bad.
Why you putting that man? Why you putting that man business on Front Street?
I ain't mean to say that. I'm sorry, y'all. He said, but he don't come.
He don't having diarrhea in the mouth again.
That's why we can't have you on the board no more. No, go on, Deval.
I was gonna say, can we go back?
Hell, you supposed to be on my side. Be quiet.
I'm with you when you're right.
Oh shit.
Like I said, can we go back to calling Caitlin Clark on Conan Caitlin because she couldn't play no defense. And last night, if you seen last night's game, they target her every single time, and nobody calls her out on it. Nobody points out her turnovers. Nobody points out her defensive deficiencies that she should not have.
She got ate up last night.
But Deval, you will be proud. Last night, them people was out there calling it out last night. You got to get on YouTube. A lot of them did a couple of videos saying it was trash last night. They was out there spazzing out last night.
Mm-hmm. I see some of the TikTok video when they was calling her a flopper and stuff.
I just looked at some of the shorts. I was like, oh, wait a minute, y'all. Is this a short? Wait a minute now. Is that who I think it is? Saying that she was horrible last night? And talking about she gave up? Oh, Lord, they coming for y'all. That's all I thought to myself. But, yeah, Deval, on defense, I mean, it's not even close, Deval. She is a cone.
That's why I call her Conan Caitlin.
She is a cone. Like I told Bro Claude earlier today, she met her match last night. And let me tell y'all why. Ooh. She met flopping Tip Hayes, who can flop better than she can.
Yeah.
You was on point right there, player. Earlier this morning.
She's standing out there like, God damn, Tip is on the floor. Tip was selling them.
Hey. She was
selling them calls. You hear what I tell y'all?
She was selling them cones and bean pies.
and when she wasn't selling them calls, she was running right by.
Yeah, man. That was bad last night. That was real bad.
And y'all gotta understand the Valkyries had 4 players off the street playing for them last night. Because 4 of their players went to the Eurobasket or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
we got the wrong coach. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now, I will give it for you for this. Their head coach was not there. I will give him that.
Still got the wrong coach.
Who, us?
Yeah.
We already know we got the wrong coach. But 2 things can be true. I'm gonna tell you. I do agree with L to a certain extent about we do got the wrong coach, but we got some wrong players too. Because he thought he can make Kia Nurse a ball handler. She's just a catch and shoot.
Yeah.
He thought he could make Rachel Banner a ball handler. She's just a catch and shoot. We got too many catches and shoots.
McKaylee thought he was gonna make her a power forward.
Michaela, he thought he was gonna make her a power forward. She's not big enough, but she can play her position. But he tried to regulate her to catch and shoot, and she's better when she's off the ball, moving without the ball and slashing to the basket. She's actually better than standing out there in the corner. So at the end of the day, and then we got people on the bench. We got people we're not playing. So you got to think about this, Deval. We got four or
God
five
damn.
people. We got 4 or 5 people that gives us nothing because they're either in the wrong place or they're not being used.
Yeah.
That's why the team is bad. Because he don't know how to work around. Instead of him recognizing, hey, I'm not gonna get nothing from Mo Jeff. I'm not gonna really get nothing from Rachel Banner. And let me develop Maddie Westbell. I seen a video about Maddie Westbell today, y'all. And she was shooting. And they interviewed her, and she said she's just trying to stay ready for when they call her number. 11 games in, Maddie Westbell is out there talking about she's just trying to stay warm for when they call her number. You can see it in
Yes,
her
ma'am.
face.
And
You
this
can
is
see
the
it in
problem
her
that I
face.
have,
She,
Keisha.
her morale is going down.
You got these vets who are not contributing anything. So for the vets who, take that position or mindset that is disrespectful to have rookies starting before you, this is why that's a stupid argument. Because you got vets and you have some vets who are starting and rookies coming off the bench and they're not as talented as the rookies on the bench. That's number one. Number two, Chicago Sky is not like they don't even understand what kind of team they are right now, where they lack, what they need, or what they have. Because
Mm-hmm.
you're not in a position as an organization this season to be trying to develop 2 young players. You can or if we include Camilla and Angel in their sophomore year in that conversation, you don't have the luxury of trying to focus on developing 4 players. Angel, Camilla, Maddie, and HVL.
Mm-hmm.
And have, in addition to that, have veterans who are not performing and not performing consistently. I'm not talking about having a great 3-point shooting game 1 every 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough. So they gotta decide, and this is not a knock to Maddie, but you either gonna focus on developing Maddie or HVL.
Yeah, because they don't have room for every. To your point, they don't have room. They got too many other problems.
They don't have that luxury to do that right now. They don't have the time or the luxury,
Mm-hmm.
especially if we're to believe what Jeff P has said, and that is that at the beginning of the season or before the season started, is that they are in win now mode, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
they made those cuts. They kept Beck Allen, they kept West Bell, they kept they really technically only had 2 roster spots that went to, but they brought in 4 people. Those 2 roster spots went to HVL and Maddie. But y'all let old girl from Australia go. What's her name?
I know who
Uh,
you're talking about.
it's on the tip of my tongue. She should have stayed a little longer, and then y'all let Jessica Carter go.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
You talking about Alex Wilson.
yes, thank you. So, given what we have seen thus far since the season started, are we really better off without those two?
Well, I would say, and I don't like to do that because other people already do it. But I want those ones that's saying things about Maddie Westbell. Go look at film. Go look at film. Go right now. I challenge you what she did this year. I ain't, I'm telling y'all to go look at what she did this year. Before she got injured, of course she was fast. After the injury, she kept pace. and she brought the ball up several different times. She can dribble, she can shoot, and she can give us an outside threat at that four. You can say what you want to say, but go. I challenge you to go look at the Notre Dame games. I covered some, so you're gonna see. You ain't gotta go too far. Just go right to the channel I got. If you don't want, or just go on YouTube and see Maddie running with that offense with
But that's
Olivia
at Notre
Miles.
Dame, bro, Claude. That's not in the W.
No, no,
That-
That's
I'm
true.
saying, but you don't have anything. That's why I said you don't have anything to go off of with her in the WNBA. You don't
Right.
have
So that
any
so to my
proof.
point, and then again,
Right,
this is not a knock against Maddie or her potential, right? But if
right.
we're in win now mode, you don't have the time or the luxury to develop her. If the reason why we haven't seen her play look like she got a DNP, right? If we have not really seen much of her on the floor, what's the reason why?
Yeah,
And if
there's
we're
got to be
in
a
win now
reason.
mode, it can't be that you're waiting to develop her. We don't have that kind of time.
Listen, they
And then
don't.
you got somebody like
He's
Mo
not.
Jeff that you can't get rid of. Even if they bought out her contract, they still don't have the cap space to do anything.
He's not playing her. He's not playing her.
All we saying
Maddie
is he's got to
Maddie was
have
in the
some type of
game.
reason for that. That's all we
Maddie
saying.
was in the game 2 minutes and 46 seconds and scored 5 points more than Rachel Banner. 2 minutes in garbage time, yes, because that's all she got. But just like I said, King, yeah, I'm a Latua King fan too. You gotta give the you can't. There's no way you can even give an assessment, right? Even with Hailey at this point, right? Because this coach has failed once again, just like I say Becky Hammond. Once again, just worse than Becky Hammond is Cheryl Reeves. Peely is wasting her whole life. They crying in heaven for Peely to play. Crying in heaven. This is her second year. You don't know. Peely has a dead eye 3-point shot. But she can't show us this because Cheryl Reeves has a problem with rookies and second year players. I'm just saying, in defense, Maddie Westbelt has not hit the floor with the people in a game where she can actually showcase what she can do. But one thing for sure that I know that Maddie Westbelt can do, she can put the ball in the hoop, and she can do that consistently. She
But
can do that
then bro Claude, why are they
accurately.
not playing her though?
You got Tyler
If that is
Marsh
the
as our
case,
coach, baby girl. I bet you the Mystics will
he
have
playing
Maddie play.
he's giving Haley more minutes.
Yeah, because
Yes,
why? We are on
it's
YouTube.
got to be some kind of
All of
reason
us
that
is
he's
on
not.
YouTube saying play Haley, play Haley. All of us here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitter X, on Instagram, saying why he ain't playing Haley. He had a problem with playing Hailey Van Lith, which is one of the most popular players, that the second most popular player that's on the Chicago Sky. The second most popular player. And he had a problem of giving her minutes before Courtney Vandersloot, that's 145 years old, giving her 37, 36, 35 minutes in a game. To
But
eventually, the old
But
Riley veteran is hurt.
it's a waste of time if we're in win now mode. You don't draft a player like Maddie Westbell when you have an injury prone PG and Mo Jeff, and you banked building your team around a veteran like Flute, who is now gone, and we've seen the impact of not having a plan B. So now you gotta thrust HVL into the point guard position when she's not a PG. She's a two guard. But you waste your draft picks. You do a draft and stash with Sifka, and then you draft old girl out of what, Mississippi or wherever she played, and she's injured. She can't even play. But you don't go and get somebody like a Letitia Amir who can contribute right now.
Yeah. I believe me personally, L. I hear what you're saying, but we don't even know if Maddie can contribute right now because
In the garbage minutes
honestly,
that she's gotten, she's not done anything. And again, I want Maddie to win. I want her to succeed. But if you got to hear me, bro. If we are in win now mode, we don't have time to give her a chance, let her play, and see what she's gonna do. We need someone who's gonna come in and make an immediate impact.
that it's going to
Hey,
be controversial. It's
hey,
going to be controversial. Go ahead.
before we get out of here, Stephanie White has taken a leave of absence.
Woo!
Yeah, that was the other breaking news. She's gone for the rest of the season.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. What did I say? She can't
She's
take that stuff that's going on there.
Well, her something is supposedly wrong with her mother.
and I
I
get
got
that,
it.
but
I get
another
it.
thing that's
Me and
suspicious,
Keisha
L.
talked about this.
Let me
Go
tell
ahead,
you what else
Keisha.
is suspicious.
Go
What's
ahead,
Dewana
that?
Keisha.
Bonner been gone for 3 games.
Has she? See, I don't watch the
Yes.
game, so I don't know.
Yes. She's been gone
Yeah,
for 3 games.
DB been gone for personal reasons.
I'm
Ain't that what
telling
we
you,
said, player? Ain't we talked about
the
that, player?
chickens is coming home to roost. It's gonna be an interesting WNBA season. It's just getting started, especially with that organization. Just watch, mark my words. Y'all ain't believe me about ATL, and y'all see what's happening. Y'all better listen.
Yes.
Y'all better listen.
I'm listening. Hey, I'm listening, sweetie pie.
Something going on over there.
I'm I'm
Whatever
I'm
went
I'm
on,
listening.
Dewana Bonner say, "Look, player, you out, player."
Hey, At
Hey.
At didn't like her going to Indiana in the first place. Allegedly,
Mm.
allegedly, because she have a problem herself with the Indiana fan base. At
Something going
does,
on over there.
and
But
I'm
yeah,
trying
it
to
says
tell
speaker
y'all.
coach is
Listen,
stepping away indefinitely from the team to attend to a personal matter.
did not tell y'all. No disrespect. No, I ain't gonna even say it. But go ahead. I'm. I ain't gonna say it. L.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna keep my
we're
mouth.
gonna let this unfold, but hey, chat people, that's why you gotta keep your eye. I know I know Stephanie White left Connecticut because she said at the beginning she was gonna have some personal issues and that she was taking the Indiana job because it was close to the family. Now I mean they didn't play like what 11, 12 games and now she taking an indefinite leave.
Now, Keisha,
uh,
you forgot the part now when she first took that leave from Connecticut, it was supposed to be indefinite, right?
right.
Then all of a sudden, we hear she in the running for a
The
coaching
Coach of the
job
Indiana
year.
club.
between Sky, Chicago Sky, and Indiana, and then she decides to go to Indiana. Now, allegedly, her partner, I don't know if they're married, but Lisa Salter, I think it's her mother
Hmm.
that is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be sick.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But I thought I just saw Lisa on the TV a couple nights ago.
Me too.
Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Something going on.
When there's smoke, I always say, because my grandmama said it, where there's smoke, there is fire. Where
Hmm.
there's footprints, somebody didn't walk into that place. It's footsteps. I'm just telling you. Caitlin, the coach killer.
They say her mother-in-law is very sick and likely dying. Her wife is Lisa Salter, and they mentioned it on the NBA broadcast when she missed a couple of games. Okay, I, but I guess that means you gotta take away. I get it. I mean, your mind ain't right, so gotta. All I know is Indiana, Indiana, Indiana. Say your name 3 times. Please do not appear.
Like Candyman.
Yeah, these do not appear because I am gonna run. But yeah, I would have said to Stephanie White before she took this job, and this is just my opinion. If you have family issues, people sick, and whatever was going on, this job, Deval, and Broclaw is not the type of job you take if you got issues outside of the gym. This is a pressure cooker
Absolutely.
job. This is a pressure cooker job. You don't take this job. So Stephanie White, you should have just took you a year off if this was you know what I'm saying? Because this job, this fan base not gonna leave you alone.
Man, y'all can
So
ask
So,
anybody
so
in
before we get
Chicago.
out of here, I got a question for the panel and the
mm-hmm.
chat. Stephanie White going on leave indefinitely, out for the rest of the season. Y'all said DeWanna Bonner been gone for personal reasons for 3 games.
For 3 games, yeah.
Is this an indictment on CC with
That's a
everything that's coming
that's a
out?
good question.
Like,
Yeah.
because before, like, if you've been paying attention to Caitlyn since high school, then you're very familiar with her body language, right?
Right.
But this season, it seems to be not that it's more prevalent, but it's being talked about and highlighted more,
What's
and not just from non-Caitlin Clark fans.
right? Mm-hmm.
So if we see it, and
You
some
know,
people will just dismiss it as passion for the game, but
right.
no other player can have that excuse. But if we see it, what's going on in the locker room? I will never forget when they were on the road to the Final Four, I think, last year.
Mm-hmm.
Not this past NCAA year, but when her and Angel was still in school, and they had a clip. I don't know if y'all remember this, where they were in the locker room after they won, and it was gonna be her. It was gonna be Cece's last time playing on the Iowa court, and the coach was talking to the team, was giving them their props, proud of them, da 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 da, and she was like, Caitlin just her outburst, and it was, I can't believe this is my life. Like, everything was about her. And you could see the looks on their face. Did y'all see that clip? Please, somebody tell me y'all seen that.
I
I
seen
saw
it.
it.
I
I
And
didn't
saw
see
it.
this.
the look that her teammates and the coaches gave her was one of disgust.
What is the name of the forward, the black girl? What's her name?
Stokey,
She didn't care for her.
well, she
She
was
didn't
up
care for
there
Stokes.
hemming and hawing and making fun of Angel Reese, and all in the name of Caitlin Clark.
She surely was.
She didn't care for her. She didn't.
Well, whether she
Oh.
Most of
did or
her
not,
passes, most. I'm looking at you. Most of her passes, if you go, well, we ain't gonna do all that shit.
Yeah, we ain't going through all that.
But Kate Martin was feeding her.
mm-hmm.
Kate Martin was feeding her. Kate Martin was the point guard for Iowa, guys. I'm telling you. Because I wanted to go over there to see. I wanted to see just like everybody, because I'm a hooper, right? An ex-hooper. I wanted to go see who Caitlin Clark was, too. They was talking about her. And when I watched, Kate Martin was feeding the old girl. Yeah.
All I know is there's some stuff going on over there. There's a lot going on over there.
Where there's smoke, Keisha,
Mm-hmm.
it is a fire.
And I said this earlier today. Bro Claude attested this. I said, Bro Claude, where DeWanna Bonner at? He said, you just asked me that out the blue. I just got a question. I've been Googling. It just hit my head. Where's Slim Reaper at?
Well, you know her wife don't like Indiana, period. The whole franchise.
Well, she knew that before she carried her butt over there.
She did it because Stephanie White was supposed to keep her safe.
Okay. All right,
She ain't
then.
safe. 5
Yep,
games in.
I agree with you, Jazzo 8. Clark need a multi-type. Yes. She needs a strong personality coach. Somebody
Yes.
that's gonna get up in her.
That's
Somebody
gonna
gonna tell her to sit her $5
$5
ass
ass down. See, I know
over
you
at
my
the end
player.
of the bench.
She
I know
needs
you my
somebody like her daddy.
Her daddy.
Her daddy, you'd have seen her
Shut up.
daddy sitting it, telling her to shut up, to knock it off.
Shut your mouth. That's what he said. Shut
Go
your
sit
mouth.
your
Shut up.
fat. Look, Indiana might have to go over there to the college ranks and pay somebody a lot of money to
Yeah,
just
I
come
know.
over here and say, look,
That's
we
diabolical.
know it's a lot of work. We know it's gonna be a lot, but we just need to pay you this $1 million to come get this chick straight. just
Cause
please.
she have outbursts, and then of course we know for a fact she went to that locker room yesterday and acted a plum fool. Yesterday, we know.
Oh, did she? Oh, because of that loss.
They not gonna reveal that. They talk about how the team was talking about how she was a sore loser when she lost to Angel Reese that year. How angry she was.
Well,
How angry.
all I know is Deval is just over there, thinking to himself, this WNBA is like, NBA ain't got nothing on this, y'all.
No,
Nothing.
this drama for your mama and your daddy, your auntie and your cousins too. Cadillac doors.
So look,
And let me say this before you go, Keisha, real quick. Whatever is going on with Stephanie, whether it's one of her parents or Lisa's parents,
yeah,
Allegedly.
that's tough.
it is tough.
We
Yeah,
lost
it
my
is.
mother-in-law at the beginning of this year, and it's not easy on the family at all. So
No, it's
prayers,
No.
not.
sending prayers, thoughts and love, regardless of how you feel about a person or
Yes.
the coach. You don't ever want to hear anything like that
I
happening.
agree.
So
I
Yes.
agree. Prayers
Yes.
going up for the fam. Prayers. If she feel like she needs to step away, she needs to step away. If you feel that's you know, all I'm saying is this job is not the job to have when you have issues going on. Everything got to be peaches and creams and rainbows at home to do this Indiana job. You know, you can't have because you in the pressure cooker. Somebody talking about you every game.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yes. Listen, please hit the like button. Please hit. Y'all gonna see Keisha act up. I'm telling y'all, she don't like
Just
to lose
get on
either.
your knees, bro, Claude, and beg.
She don't. Hey, Keisha, do not. I'm telling y'all, she gonna have an attitude, and I'm gonna have to talk to this player and the milkman about her not getting her damn way. I'm just telling you, you don't know this, L. I'm just telling you straight up. She gonna be all upset. Then KSAP, listen, y'all, we got 3 more super chats and super stickers to hit 10. We got 3 left. I've been counting them. I got it written down here. We
Hey,
got
look.
3 more super chats and super stickers to go. We just asking for y'all support and opinion. What's up, ADP? I love you, baby. We
Hey
listen.
man, we at 136 likes. Y'all come on, man.
I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, the player be acting funny, straight up. She don't take L's. No,
Well,
no pun
and then
intended.
y'all
No
got
pun
me
intended.
breaking news live. I mean,
Come on with it, y'all. We got 3 more super chats, a super sticker. You can give $1.99, whatever it is. Come on, put us over the hump with the 3. We only need 3 to go over the hump.
Let me hit this. Okay, so what's the games coming up next? Lord Jesus, this season is too much, man. There's too much going on. So tomorrow,
Thank
the
you for
Sky
thank
play at
y'all. Thank
9
y'all.
a.m. I think tomorrow, 8 or 9
let's see. Tomorrow's Saturday, and
tomorrow
then
morning.
yeah, because Phoenix played Chicago at 12, and then the Sparks play Minnesota at 7. But
Yeah.
on
Hey,
Sunday
L,
we
did you
got
get my
5
message?
games.
L,
The Sky game is
Thank
in the
you,
morning, ain't
Felicia
it?
Daniels. Hit it.
hit it. Hit it.
Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Felicia Daniels, for the $5 super chat. Hey, y'all, I'm just coming in, woke up to find y'all live. What's the topic? Well, I tell you what, Felicia Daniels, we talked about Hailey Van Lith, then we talked about the Rookie of the Year, we talked about All-Star voting, so please vote for Angel every day. And now we're talking about Stephanie White taking an
Only
indefinite
Angel.
leave of absence from the Indiana Fever. That's what we're talking about.
Only
Look,
Angel. You could
I'll
vote for
be live
only
tomorrow
one
at 11
person.
o'clock in the Players Club. Yeah, it's Central
We need
Time,
two
y'all.
more, y'all, two
Yeah, it's
more.
Central Time.
Do it for Brother Cloud. Do it for me. Do it for me, chat.
Oh, damn. The
Keisha,
hits.
what
The
channel? What
hits
channel
just
the
keep
game come on tomorrow?
ABC.
Okay.
Get the money, Keisha. Get the money.
Yeah. ABC.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Money talk. Here comes the money.
I'm going to share it.
Dollar, dollar.
All right, we need one.
Thank you,
The,
Brian
hey,
Allen
the
Hands,
number
for the
one.
$2 super chat.
The number one. Thank you, my main man, Brian. You always come through. Thank you very much. We need one more chat. One.
There we go. Yeah, let me
One
see
is
if I
the
can make this
magic
bigger.
number.
You crazy as a coon. You is
Y'all remember
crazy.
that song? One is the magic
You
number.
got you got issue. I'll be live tomorrow at 11 o'clock talking about please, please, Chicago, please don't rip my heart out again, Lord. I just,
I won't be on
please.
there. There it
There we
go.
go.
There it go.
That's 10 a.m. Pacific
Here we go.
Standard Time.
Money talk.
hmm
Here comes the money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar.
Thank you, Bernadine Dorsey, for the $5 super chat. She said, prayers up for the next coach taking over the Fever Demons. I feel you, Bernadine.
Here comes the money.
Oh.
Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar.
Thank you, Dre Stewart, for the $5 super chat. He said those CC podcasters on TikTok were literally mad about CC, bad about CC. They blame her for that altercation, called her a spoiled brat. Yeah, a lot of them was
Damn.
calling her out. They've been calling her out the last couple of days. They have. I say, oh wow, oh okay. So I guess it take a couple of years to come around. I mean,
Don't.
me personally, I like the fire. I like you to talk
Me
smack,
too.
but
Me too. Me
I
too.
just want you to keep it a buck. I don't want you out here
Here we
playing the
go.
victim
Money talk.
after you didn't talk smack.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar.
Thank you, Felicia James, for the $5 super chat. She said I woke up and voted. App let me vote back to back for some reason. Y'all tried Angel Miller and Ariel only. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey
Thank you
man,
so much.
we done had a good time up here today. We've been
Man, I
shot.
appreciate y'all
I'm
so
giving
much.
I'm giving L L or Deval. You both have investigative duties. I'm putting these duties on you right now. I need y'all to go find Dewana Bonner for me and let me know where she at. Once
Go
y'all get
ahead,
that
Duval. You
information,
got it. Da-dun,
once y'all
da-dun,
get that
da-dun,
information,
da-dun, 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 da-dun,
once y'all
I've
get
got
that
you.
da-dun.
information, please report to a player, cause a player
Let a
wanna
player
know.
know. Let a
Let a
player
player know,
know. God,
because
dog. That's diabolical. I
because I
mean,
don't know,
L, I
a
was
Hall
just
of
minding my
Famer.
business. Keisha just said, Bro, Claude, tell me where the one up on a being. Do you know? I said, damn, damn, Keisha, she ain't been there. You right. She ain't been on a bench. She ain't came in the building at all, or even when they traveled. She
Hall of
wasn't there.
Famers, Hall of Famers usually don't disappear. So
Usually,
usually, so I don't know, y'all. Oh,
Don't be surprised if a
They
trade
say
him.
usually the fish rots from the head. In
Damn.
this case, the fish is rotten from the point.
God dang
Yes.
it.
Y'all go. Somebody go do what they call a wellness check. Somebody go find DB. Find her for me and let me know. Report back to the full court trio. Report back to us, y'all.
The Wanna
Keisha, I
Bonner
gotta
shoot
send you
from
the.
where
I gotta
she
find the
wanna.
picture. I gotta find the picture somebody posted on Thread after the Golden State game, and it was a picture of the backs of some Golden State players, and then in between them you could see Aaliyah Boston and Sydney Colson's face. Oh, it was priceless.
God
Baby.
damn.
And let me tell you who else
They
had
look
they been.
sick.
Let me tell you who else had they was on today. That guy, the guy that played Pozinski that plays for the Golden State
For the
Warriors.
Golden State Warriors,
They've
boy, they
been
was
Yeah.
on her head
harassing
about
that
that
boy.
travel.
They was
They
on his head.
they've been harassing that boy all day today.
He don't
He
care
loved
because
it.
he a
He
bigger
liked
troll
it.
than
He
they are.
wanted
He like it. He like
He
it. He
liked
got
it.
the way. But you seen that they did the side by side clip where Angel traveled when they was playing against Indiana, but Caitlin was supposedly hurt and on the bench, and her and Sophie got up and started mocking Angel doing the travel sign. So,
Oh Lord.
oh boy, did the same thing to Caitlin last night, and they mad about it. Boy, they mad.
I was like, damn, y'all ain't got to call this dude out. Y'all like Dave Portnoy over there running his mouth every game. What's wrong with Pies? Y'all better go sit down.
Leave Paz alone. Paz is a shooter too. Paz don't care though. He want all the smoke.
Right.
Yeah, he want all the smoke.
You
He
want
that
all the smoke.
Paz is there at every game. Right
Keisha, they
there.
want to see the clip. You got it?
Oh, what clip? You send it to me? Hold on.
No, but I can find it and send it to you.
What's
Oh,
the
you know
clip?
L gonna
The
Oh,
find
what
it.
you
clip.
just.
Yeah, Paz T's doing the traveling
Oh
sign, but
yeah,
it's the side
yeah.
by side.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. You look and then I'll look. I'll go check out because Pies was
Let
the.
me go
I
look on
watched that
TikTok
whole
real
game.
quick.
Even me and my sister was sitting up here. We were sitting up there looking at tickets. We was like, I want to be in that atmosphere in Golden State. They look like they having themselves a good time out there. When
Listen,
they play the
the
Sky.
Bay Area, California is a very big state. The Bay Area is like an 8 hour drive,
Mm-hmm.
hour and a half flight. I'm about liable to call my sister in law and be like, get us some tickets, and I'm gonna catch a flight because I need to come to a home game.
Baby, we were
Damn.
checking that out last night. We was like, when do Golden State play the Sky? Because if they play them in the Bay. That might be a good time right there. Because they look
Yeah.
like they having a good time out there.
Man.
So
I
I
know
don't know.
Deval.
I'm looking for Pies. I see the one where he telling them night night. Hold on, y'all talking about the travel one though. He told them night night last night too.
He did. Oh, he did. He did the he
Oh,
he
oh
did the
yeah.
Steph
Hold
Curry.
on.
He
He
did the Steph
did.
Curry.
He told him to stop that. Go sit down, goddamn. Hold
Keisha,
on.
you messy.
You know I'm messy.
They gonna be looking
Y'all,
for
yeah,
Paz.
they're gonna be looking for him, man. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him back up. Hold on. The Pies was out here being diabolical, y'all. He didn't have to do them people like that. You see him on the sideline? See him? Y'all see him over there doing the night night?
Damn.
Some people was clowning on people last night. Now I'm looking for when he was messing with Caitlyn with that doggone travel.
Oh, when he was doing the rolling.
He didn't have to do.
rolling.
They've been on pod today, bro. They've been on
Rolling.
him. Oh man, what the hell?
Watch that sound, Keisha. Watch the sound.
What is that? Oh, okay. Hold on. They was over there. Sound like white noise. I don't know what that. All I know is y'all need to stop messing with him like that. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Y'all, hold on.
Check your DMs.
I got it. I think. See right there? She had to laugh herself because she with the shits. That's what I keep telling y'all. She is okay with the shits because she know what she do. She had to laugh herself.
She crazy.
She had to laugh herself.
Allegedly.
She know why he trolling her. He said, "No, boo. You travel, boo." Y'all, hey, you on mute, crazy Claude. That's what they on
I
Pie's
say
head
L
today.
allegedly, and I love this game. I love this game. Look, he did the Tina Turner on him. Rolling down the river. Look. Dun, 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 dun.
He said, "When we rolling."
Rolling.
They go on over there, girl. Go on. This is why.
Like the
This is
Sandman on Apollo.
hell.
Goddamn.
This is what we're supposed to be. We supposed to be having fun. They be doing all this other stuff. We supposed to be talking smack, talking trash to the other team. They made it all personal now. They tried to take the fun out of
Hey,
it.
Riddick Milky Way say, big wheel keep on turning.
Turning.
Roll, keep on burning. Rolling, rolling.
He said that
Hey,
step back three is a trouble.
we 3:17 in this bed, boy. Come on. We
Yeah, we gotta get up out of
3
here,
3
y'all.
hours 17. We
Yeah, we gotta get
came,
up out of here.
we
We can't be.
saw, we conquered. Thank y'all, chat, for taking us over that hump. We
And
appreciate
look,
everybody that
Detroit
came.
gives the ball back to
y'all.
Indiana.
This is why he was trolling her. Because she was messing with old girl Angel. And you see over there? You see over there? That's why Pa said, I got you, Angel.
Pa say, I got you, Angel Bud.
I got
I
you.
got you, Angel, little Angel. Hey, ADP, could you put in the chat tomorrow? Full court trio will not be until Wednesday, and tomorrow, my girl is gonna be doing the Players Club at 11. I will not be attending chat, for personal reasons. Not like White though, not like White, but for personal reasons,
You're so crazy.
I would
Not
not
like
be
white.
right. I won't be indefinitely though, but a lot of people and give prayers to the people who lost people this year. 2025, I had a lot of losses. So I understand. A
Where did
lot
you
of
get these
losses.
cats from?
Lost my brother and lost aunties and uncles and cousins this year. So, prayers out to White, Coach White, and uh,
Yeah, prayers out to her, man.
L,
We
your
just
husband. So we give those prayers up to the people because I lost my mother and my father. And that's a hurtful thing. That's a very hurtful thing. And I want to tell y'all that I love y'all. I appreciate everybody on the panel. Deval, you already know. You already know,
Yes,
brother.
sir. Yes, sir.
Love you very much, brother. Strong black man.
Love
Strong
you.
man, bagged by my sisters. The supposedly queen with the milkman. We gonna give her a shout out. She did great today. She did good. She ain't gonna be bothering me after
don't make
we
me
get
call a
off.
technical on you, bro, Claude. Stop talking.
She ain't gonna be bothering, be mad at me tonight. Y'all got us over the hump. I thank y'all so much. Hit the like button on your way out.
Yeah,
And
we out of here.
we'll be back Wednesday at 8 o'clock at the Full Court Trio.
Yep. Tomorrow I'll be in the
You
club.
want to get that announcement though? You want to get another announcement?
What other announcement?
We hit over.
Oh, did we hit it?
Oh, we didn't hit it yet.
I don't know. Not that I know of.
Okay, we almost there though. No, we ain't.
Go sit down, bro, Claude. We gotta go. Y'all, he be
Look,
talking
y'all
crazy.
make sure y'all go and check out that clip from Cheryl Reeves giving it to Christine Brennan.
Ooh.
She
Oh,
hold
Lord.
back. She was commenting on Christine Brennan and how she argued that Cheryl Reeves played a part in keeping Caitlin Clark off the Olympic team.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
snap.
And she said
Uh-oh.
Christine Brenner likes to have a villain in her storytelling. I am the villain. That's the
All
sword
right,
she's gonna
Cheryl.
die on, and it's a
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
no, Cheryl.
yeah.
Cheryl ain't nothing to play with. She a old
All right,
veteran.
Cheryl.
She a
And
historian.
she mentioned Angel Reese in that same rant too. When
Mm.
Angel played the Lynx in the preseason game, saying that she's very popular as well, and they didn't promote her. That's what she was saying.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The WNBA didn't promote her. And I want
Mm.
to say good night to the panel, and I want to say good night to the chat. Love you all.
Love y'all. Look,
Yeah.
peace, love, peace, and
Love,
hair
Good
peace,
grease.
night and
and
love.
hair grease.
Peace.
I love y'all. We out this piece, man. Y'all
You
hit
was
that
about to
like button.
you about to say something else.
Yeah, I'm about to say something.
Uh-oh.
Hit the like button on the replay. Hit the like
And
button. Don't
subscribe. We almost there. Almost to 1,000. I want to give an announcement. We almost to 1,000, chat.
hit the subscriber.
Almost.
Please like and share. Like and share.
Love you,
Thanks for
Sister
having me again,
Felicia.
y'all.
Riddick Milky
Thank you,
Way, my
L.
baby.
Be out. Love
ADP.
y'all.
Tulip Plays.
We
Hey, I
cutting this
love all
mic,
my
y'all.
ladies.
We cutting this mic
Miss
before he
D.
start bringing out the shea butter on people's legs. We gotta go, y'all.
Bernadette. See, she know Honey be listening. This
We gotta
girl
go,
is
y'all.
messy. She didn't talk to Honey earlier today, y'all.
We gotta
Diabolical.
go.
Her and Honey, they some haters.
We gotta go. We love y'all.
Love
Toot toot.
y'all.
Deuce.
Deuces.
Bye, L. Love you. All right. We out.